Hello everyone, welcome to a video. As you guys can see, DSP is filing for the bankruptcy. So I'm going to go over some of the stuff in the document. I'm not going to go through all of it. If you want to see better detail of it, go watch LSB's archive of the DK64 stream. It's near the end of that stream. He talks about it. I don't know if he split up into a different video or whatever, but check that out. It's pretty good. I know Tevin kind of touches very lightly about this, for good reason, because I feel like ultimately, we could sit here all day and say, "Oh, he got this wrong, got that wrong," but I mean, this stuff can also be fixed. There is an amendment process that exists for that kind of stuff. It's just really weird how the whole thing works. And I'm sure there's stuff that like isn't clear cut either. Like, so, maybe like here for example, this question says, "Are you a sole proprietor of any full or part-time business?" Now, no, I think you could technically make a case for him not being that, but I kind of say he should have said yes because um he gets a huge amount of money income from making video content. It's making videos that's still making something, and you're delivering it to people to watch. That is a business. Like, you don't see people in Hollywood, saying this isn't a business. We're just making movies. Come on, this isn't a business. Get out of here. Like, and I always had the feeling from DSP is that he just sees this as, oh, these are just YouTube videos. Oh, this is just me playing video games, man. It's nothing. But like, it can be a job. like it's kind of like at this point, maybe if we're in the 60s and 70s and shit, this would not be considered a job. But at this point, like, it's kind of a job. Like, it's just he doesn't want to treat it like a job because then it won't be fun, dude. Come on. But he has to pay business and occupation tax for what he does. That should kind of force him to say yes. And I know, like, I'm sure the government is going to see it the same way. Like, hey, this is a job. This is a business. So change it. Because I think his first reaction to anything, if you ask him, is this a business in a legal way? Because if you ask him in a cheer or whatever, he's gonna say, yeah, it is, man. But if you're like Uncle Sam coming knocking on his door saying, hey, is this a business? He's gonna tell you the first thing he's gonna say is, no, man. I'm just playing games and streaming them, dude. That's all I'm doing. If they want to tip me, that's fine. That kind of stuff. And I feel like that's how he sees it. But he makes so much money. He sells merch. He sells fucking merch. He has a Patreon. All this stuff is literally a business. And it's on like a level too. Like, so I think him just saying no is not, it's not really him intentionally, like, oh, I think it's just he just doesn't see it as a job. Deep down in his mind, he doesn't see it as a job. He just sees it as him playing games. He wants to portray it as a job to his audience, so that way, people don't like not give him money or some shit. Like it's very meme. It's a meme to do this, and it's just it's he's. I mean, on one hand, he's either being dishonest with his viewers or he's being dishonest with the government. I think he's being more dishonest to the viewers. I wouldn't say that he was being completely honest. I think initially when he was filling out these documents, I think his game plan was, how much can I get away with? I'm gonna just put as little information. Like, I think it's like one of those tactics that people do, where it's like, yeah, always undervalue stuff, undervalue things, and you go from there. But I think he's just trying to squeeze by, trying to keep everything as much as he can, which is funny. Which I don't know if it's in this document, but I'll talk about it later. I'm just gonna go scroll through this. If I find it, I find it. If I don't, I don't. So anyways, here you go. So I mean, I guess here it's like he talks about the corporation, partnership, or LLC, but if you have more than one, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it just should have been yes. I don't know. I mean, maybe the tax attorney told him, not tax attorney, the bankruptcy guy, girl, whatever, was like, Phil, I don't think you're a business. It's okay. I don't know. Are you filing under Chapter 11 bankruptcy code? Okay, so here's a good one. Code, and are you a small business debtor? Yeah, are you filing under Chapter 11? Okay, so he's filing under Chapter 7, so yeah, he's not filing under Chapter 11. Okay. Alright, that's whatever. I was about to say, what the fuck? Do you own or have any property that poses or is alleged to pose a threat of imminent and identifiable hazard to public or safety? I don't know. I think that Connecticut kind of is pretty toxic. Um, or do you own any property that needs immediate attention? Well, technically, he could say yes because his Washington house has leak damage, dude. Remember when there was all those weeds that was growing into like the fireplace or whatever the fuck, and it was like a fire hazard? Maybe you should have kept that. He could say yes, dude. I have a fire hazard. Wait a second. He could say it's a fire hazard. He has the fucking cords in the fucking room, dude. And wait, and in the Connecticut, he took apart the fucking fire alarm. Oh man, what about that? Tell the court whether you have received a brief about credit. Okay, I received. Okay, whatever. I don't know about that. What kind of debts do you have? Are any debts primarily consumer debts? Consumer debts are defined primarily for personal, family, or household purpose. Yes, go to line 17. Excuse me. Are you filing under Chapter 7? Yes, I am filing under Chapter 7. Do you estimate oh my god. Do you estimate that after any exempt property is excluded and administrative expenses are paid, that funds will be available to distribute unsecured debtors? What? Do you estimate that after any exempt property is excluded and administrative expenses are paid? Oh, okay, I think I know this. So I think they're just saying that like after all this, after we the properties are like taken care of and all that, do you have any money to cover? He says no. Okay, I mean whatever. Okay. PP Burnell. PP Burnell. Let's see. Wait. They're not consumer debts, but wait. Didn't he say like he was falling behind on bills, like basic bills, and all that? I mean, are bills consumer debt? I don't know. I feel it. I don't know. Whatever. Consumer debt are those incurred by individual primarily for a personal, family, or household purpose. I mean, I guess. I guess. Let's see. Toyota stuff. Now, I like how he poses. We get the Toyota picture now. We already know it's a 2017 year and all that kind of stuff. He could show us the car now. Finally, we can see the car, dude. Didn't a lot of people say it was a 2017 Corolla, and he was like saying, "No, it's that." I don't know. Whatever. Uh, but he got it in 2017. That's ridiculous. He got a brand new car at the time. I mean, now it's not brand new, but he got it. He got a car in the year that. Oh my god. Like if you're trying to find it like save money, shouldn't he have just bought a older car? I mean, this is a little like luxurious. I don't know, whatever. Value based on KBB Capernell, Cat Butter Burn. I don't. What that must be something I don't know, dude. Nah. Let's see. PP Burnell. Let's see. Household goods and furnishings. Major appliance furniture, linens, china, kitchenware. Yes, miscellaneous household goods and furnishings. 3,000. So wait, so what is this? So is this like okay, okay. Miscellaneous household goods and furnishings. Okay. Electronics, televisions, radios, audio, video, stereo, and digital equipment, computers, printers, scanners, music collections, electronic devices, including cell phones, cameras, media players, games. No, he doesn't have any of that. Well, guys, the video game stuff is like protected under the business. But what about the TV and the Netflix TV? Well, I guess now it's a Disney Plus TV. What about that TV? That's not in the office. That's you don't do any business on that. He has no electronics. I mean, come on. And then, oh my god, that is clown world right there. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, now I can finally talk about what I was going to talk about. So here he says collectibles of value. Antiques and figurines, paintings, prints, or other artwork, books, pictures, or other art objects, stamped coin or baseball card collections, uh, other collections, memorabilia, and collectibles. No, okay. So remember when he announced the foreclosure and he was telling us that okay guys, when the bankruptcy goes through, they're gonna take some stuff, they're gonna take the figures, man, they're gonna take the figures. Because that has value. I don't have any use for it. That has value. No, I don't have any collectibles, dude. I thought you wanted to get rid of the collectibles, Phil. Why didn't you mark the collectibles? He told us they were going to go after that, but he says that he has miscellaneous household goods and furnishings. So I guess he wants them to take take the fucking love seats and shit, but not the figures that he told that he's open to get rid of. Because you know what? The reason why he doesn't want the government to take them is because he wants to sell them so he could get the money. The off chance that he could get the money, he wants to keep it. He doesn't want that money to go to Uncle Sam. Remember? And then I think he tells in the same bankruptcy pre-stream that oh, when you're having all this debt, it's more important to pay the taxes and the government stuff. So shouldn't he be more open to getting rid of the collectibles immediately to the fucking government? Why did he mark no? This is a dumb thing to even lie about. Like some of the stuff, like I can kind of see with this because you don't know what necessarily that maybe he's afraid that the government's gonna go to his gamer playroom and take his stuff from that, I guess, and he can't do his job, even though he told us that the stuff for the business is protected. But okay, so we can pretend that. We can pretend like okay, maybe he's afraid of that happening. He's terrified, dude. So he doesn't want them to think about this. Okay, say no first and go from there, whatever. But this is just there's no reason to lie about this. Why does he want to keep the collectibles? Why is he hiding it? I don't know. Equipment for sports and hobbies. Sports, photographic exercise, and other hobby equipment, bicycles, pool tables, golf clubs, skis, canoes. Man, I feel like he does have some of that, but whatever. No, okay, fine. Firearms, pistols, rifles, shotguns, ammunition, and related equipment. No. I guess what do you count axes? I don't know. Well, I guess that could also be household goods and furnishings. No. I guess I think the idea maybe for this is that they're saying that they're lumping the TV into this, which like 3,000 really 3,000. I don't know. I mean like the whole the whole thing. If you look at like what we were going through with the basement when it was flooding, that was like what I think. Oh, I don't even know how much that costed. I don't remember. I think it was. I think if I remember correctly, it was like 2,000, but it might be more than that. But whatever. But still, like 3,000 for furnishings in general. That seems way too low. TVs are expensive. TVs are like. As long as you got like a fucking $100 TV, there's no way unless it's a tube TV or some shit. But he got that TV when it was new, like when 3D TVs were hot. So there's no way like if he just had a TV, just a TV, I could understand it being 3,000, I guess. But like he has all this furniture stuff in it. He's trying to tell us that he has 3,000. It was 3,000. I don't know. That this seems kind of Looney Tunes to me. Like just assuming this is like trying to lump in everything. It's just dumb. No. Clothes, like, everyday clothes, furs, leathers, coats, designer wear, shoes, accessories. Yes, describe miscellaneous clothing and shoes. I like how it's so like mysterious. Miscellaneous, and it's $500. What? Dude, you accumulate so much clothes in a lifetime. There's no way it's 500. I can tell you that right now. Like if I go through all of my clothes I own, well, I mean 500. That's like maybe a month. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's ridiculous for a month. I don't know. I just think it should be more than 500 because he's been in Washington for like 5 years. He got more clothes because of Teespring. Cat bought more clothes. He had clothes from Connecticut. I mean, he has so many clothes. There's no way it totals 500 between two people. Even one person, that's still kind of a funny number. But again, it has to be miscellaneous. Can't disclose the clothing, dude. Miscellaneous jewelry, $200. Now, of course, you could argue, oh well, it's the rings. I kind of don't believe Cat just has rings, but whatever. I mean, I guess this is just reporting on DSP's end, and with that, in that case, okay, $200 for the ring. I thought the ring was cheap though. Did you see the ring was like $100 or something? I don't fucking remember. Whatever. Non-farm animals: dogs, cats, birds, horses. No. Wait, what? Jasper isn't a cat. Jasper's not a cat, dude. Jasper is his son. He's going to college. He's going to cat college. He's going to college, dude. Jasper's going to college. That's why he's doing all this. He has to get ready for the college tuition, baby. I mean, and he talks about this in the pre-stream as well, which is fucking goofy. And I guess like it's so goofy that he tells us like, well, I guess that they said that I don't have a cat. They know I have a cat, and they said no. How does that make any sense? Is Jasper like a stress kitten? A stress kitty? Oh yeah, cat's not Jasper's not a pet. Jasper is a. Oh, is that what they're gonna do? That might be what they're doing. They might have like Jasper be like a medical thing. Like how some have like a stress dog or something, like, oh yeah, this dog has helped me like clinically and all that kind of stuff, that kind of shit. Is that what they're gonna do to Jasper? Jasper is a medical cat. He's there for positive reinforcement. The cat's therapist said to get Jasper, dude. Is that what they're gonna say? Now the other thing I think that the reason why it says no is that I think, and it goes back to a theory of mine. I think Jasper was the Christmas gift to Cat in 2018 because 2018, that's in the State of the Stream video. He talks about going to an animal shelter a lot. Like he kind of talks a lot about it and saying how they really want cats, all that kind of stuff. And then when Christmas came around, people were asking him like, "Oh, where are you getting cat?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you guys, but it's like very special. It's gonna be something special from me to her, man. Very special." And then like we never heard from what the gift was after after that, and it kind of went away. Uh, I think Jasper was the Christmas gift, so they probably said no because it's cats. Jasper's cat's cat. I really do think that's what happened. I think they bought Jasper. He bought Jasper for Cat, and that's why he's saying no. I don't have any animals because it's not his animal, dude. It's cats. Come on. Now, of course, he pays for the food because you think Cat's gonna pay for that? Oh no, she has games to play, dude. No, I like how all of this is like going through him, and it just makes me think, what the fuck is Cat doing? What is she doing with her money? Is she paying anything? Now, of course, you could argue, well, Theo, it's her money. Maybe she has her own debts. I still kind of believe that she probably pays some of the bills, like. I think she pays some of the bills. I can't see. I don't think she's not paying anything. I think she's paying something. I mean, that would be kind of. I don't know. I just don't think Kat pays $0 on the house. I don't know. I just don't see that. But it's really weird. It's really weird that like it's like maybe like he's saying no to this because it's cats. Maybe he's trying to. That's what he was trying. That might be what the game plan is with this. So if a judge sees this, like, oh, why are you saying no? You have this, like, it's cats. A cat? She owns all the stuff, so I'm just living there. I own the house, sure, but all that stuff is actually cat. He's gonna like just throw it all on her name, which is just why. But that might be the game plan. He might be trying to hide everything under her, which could also go into why they got married because it was also very convenient for his mom to not like they didn't have this game plan about foreclosing and all this stuff over the phone or anything. No, no. He had to go to Connecticut. He had to go to Connecticut and then get married, and then they had a little powwow about you're gonna go through foreclosure and you're gonna go through bankruptcy, Phil. I think what's going on is DSP's mom told him go through bankruptcy, put everything under Kat. She's your wife now, so you can do it. You can say all of that stuff is hers because if they weren't married, it would look really weird. So now that you're married, you can kind of shove everything to Kat's name and try to get as little like damage as possible. That might be what's going on. Kat is being used to shove all this stuff in here. Now of course it's all speculation and Theo theory stuff, dude. And I'm sure DSP would say, "Oh no, I would never do that to Kat." But it's just really weird they say no to all this stuff that we know he owns. So I think he's trying to offload all this stuff to Kat. That's why he has 3,000 furnishings. Maybe he bought 3,000 things. Everything else is Kat. 500 clothes. Well, that's how much he bought. Everything else, Kat bought it, dude. Kat owns it. Jewelry, Kat. Come on. He only bought the ring. Okay, that's it. So I think that's what all this is. And I bet when he told, I don't know, but I think that's what's going on here. I think he's just trying to offload all this stuff to Kat as much as he can, as much as he possibly can to trick the government, which is probably gonna work because the only thing is that I'm confused. Oh well, no, because I don't know because they also see who signed off on the payments on stuff as well. Like if he bought everything with card and it was DSP's card. Wouldn't they say, hey, DSP signed for this? I don't know. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being a dumb dude. But then he has like $601 in cash, and in his Bank of America he has 460. Now I want to mention something about this because I'm questioning this thing a lot because uh, Bank of America has instituted like 2 years ago a new policy to their members where either you have to bring in $200 like every like payment whatever like if you have a job you're not gonna get in trouble for this, but if let's say you're unemployed, let's say, and you have less than $1,500 in your account, they are gonna take $12 every month from that account every month. $12 is taken automatically from your account for maintenance. Um, so if he has $460, shouldn't that number be getting smaller and smaller and smaller because every month, Bank of America takes $12. Now he also claims that that his bank does not do overdraft fees. I kind of think that's bullshit. I don't think Bank of America ever announced that they're not doing overdraft fees anymore. I pressed the X out on that one. But then again, I never had that issue. I never overdrafted my account. So I don't know about that. I overdrafted in college in my college account that I don't have anymore. But that's a long time ago, dude. That's a million years ago. And I learned from that. That was a learning experience for me, dude. But he has $460. He should be losing that. That should be dropping every month at this point because they take $12 every month from the account. So, and I would kind of feel like DSP would be complaining about that maintenance fee because that is a really dumb fee because what is the maintenance going to? I hated that. Like when they announced that, I was really upset about it because I was like, "What the fuck are you? Why? Why take money out of people's accounts? Like the maintenance is nothing. Like what is the maintenance? The service didn't change. The service is the same. It's the same regardless. But whatever. Bank of America really loves your money, dude. But whatever. So I'm surprised he never complained about that. So I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it's different. I don't know. I don't know. Bonds, mutual funds, or publicly traded stocks. Bonds, investment accounts. Uh, no. Okay. I guess he doesn't have any stocks. Okay. Non-publicly traded stock. Okay. Blah blah. Government and corporate bonds. Retirement pension. He has nope. Nothing, dude. Security deposits and prepayments. Patents, copyrights, trademarks, trade secrets, and other intellectual property. Internet domain names, websites, proceeds from royalties and licensing agreements. No. Uh, Now DSP has told us he has copyrights on his name and all this stuff. No. He does have copyrights on DSP Gaming, on DSP Gaming, and he also tells us that um, was it Twitch or something that it keeps giving you like a copyright or something like that. Like they keep. I don't know. It's really weird, and he's telling us that he doesn't have any. He doesn't have a website. The King of Hate forums isn't a website that he owns. Now, of course, you could say, well, he took the website down on Saturday so that they wouldn't see this. But the thing is that it's up now. They could still figure it out just because, I kind of don't believe that either because this was filed on January 31st. I mean, of course, it was convenient February 1st that his website went down, but I don't think they're gonna look at February 1st like, oh, there it's gone. Okay, well that I don't know. I don't believe that he took it down for this reason. I think he just took it down because he just didn't want people to make forums about his fucking bankruptcy. I think that's what it was mostly. Um, so I don't see him taking it down because I gotta hide it from the government. I don't think it's that. License franchises or other general intangibles, building permits. Okay, whatever. He could say no to that. Tax refunds owed to you. I mean, well, wait. Doesn't he say you get? Don't he? Couldn't he just get tax refunds for buying stuff for the business though? Because from what I understand, tax refunds don't you get tax refunds if you have to pay stuff for the business? Like you have to give money for the business, and then you get tax refunds from that. I don't know. Maybe I'm a dum dum. Family support, best to or lump sum, alimony, spousal support, child support, maintenance, divorce settlement, property settlement. No. He's still with Cap, dude. But wouldn't it still be spousal support though? Because he's still at because you can kind of argue that he's paying for the the condo. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. Other amounts someone owes you. Unpaid wages, disability, insurance payments. Well, I guess that's why he doesn't want to pay for mod staff, dude. He doesn't want to say yes, dude. Come on. Interest, insurance policies, health, disability, or life insurance, health savings, homeowners or rent insurance. Does he have homeowners? Doesn't he have doesn't he have homeowners insurance for the condo? Like don't you have to I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But doesn't he also have health insurance? I guess health and life insurance are different. I fuck it. Any interest in property that is due you from someone who has died. If you are the beneficiary of a living trust, expect proceeds from a life insurance policy are currently entitled to receive property because. Couldn't he say yes because? Well, no, I guess not because it was his property he gave to his aunt. Then the aunt died. So I guess that doesn't count. Claims against third parties. Wow. Okay, I'm going over this when I wasn't planning to, but there's a lot of like goofy stuff here. Uh, so there's that. All right.
See this chisel? My dad bought me this chisel the fall I turned 13. It's been like a friend. About time my son and I dropped by Fred Meyer.
Now, for those of you who are wondering, why did Mr. Hudstuff include that video in this? In these bankruptcy proceedings, it did kind of reveal where Kat works. So she works at Fred Meyer. Big ups to her.
Goes to figure that on a day that I'm feeling absolutely awful, these idiots go crazy, but it is what it is.
The idiots go crazy.
That's what you put up with when you have a public life. When you do what I do for
Now, remember when he said that he focuses on his own stuff? He doesn't focus on the trolls? How does he know we were going crazy about these document proceedings? I mean, I guess he could argue, technically, that he knew it was going to happen because of past experiences with the trolls. I guess. So, it is what it is, I guess.
And of course, when I knew this was coming with the things that were going on.
Oh, so I have DSP's chat open just for fun because he's streaming today, believe it or not. Mr. Papavera cheered, Phil has an offshore account with millions in it, and one day we'll be broadcasting from a new location in another country, but won't know it because the background is just a set. He might even be broadcasting from a private jet right now. Whoa, Mr. Papavera, you're very funny, man. Remember when he told us that he was going to take a break from helping DSP play Minecraft? Well, guess who's back to helping him play Minecraft? Mr. Papavera, dude. He's so funny. He's hilarious. Mr. Papavera, comedy man gold. Him and Super Blind Man should do a set together. They should do a gig together. They could be the wheelchairs. Seidel could be the manager. Seidel, Blind Man, and Papavera. And Planet Jeff could be the producer.
With me, financially and having to do different kinds of disclosures and the like, I knew that there would be insane amounts of stupidity and drama. Oh my god. So anyway, I was expecting all of it. It was nothing that was, oh my god, shocking or whatever, quite frankly. It was exactly what I was coming to expect would happen. Everything on my laptop is frozen.
Of course.
Here we go. I just started recording for the pre-stream, and I'm trying to see everything is just frozen. I might have to do a hard restart on my laptop here.
Now, the other thing I want to talk about, I was thinking of trying to find it, but I don't think I'll be able to find it. But maybe Pig Go can help me with it. Loan. I can't just put year. Fuck. Because it's an old thing. 2011. Okay, so it's not 2011. Okay, we're getting kind of close. Okay, I don't think it's gonna be in a playthrough. What about this?
Talk to people and I apply for a loan or I do anything and they say, what do you do for? What I'm going through is very much the crazy exception. When I talk to my neighbors and I talk to people and I apply for a loan or I do anything and they say, what do
you... Applying for a loan? Back then, what was he applying for a loan for, the move? He had like 15 cards open. He opened like 14, 15 cards, and he applied for a loan.
What do you do for a living? And I tell them I make, gameplay videos, and I'm a YouTuber. They're like, huh? Like, how does that work?
Huh? Maybe that's maybe that's why he in the the bankruptcy he said that what he does isn't a business or whatever the fuck, because everyone was like, "What? That's a business?" Because when you go to a bank in, like, let's see, this is 2015, around that time, do you think you're gonna have like millennials running the banks and they can understand what you're doing, and do you think the bank is gonna keep up with the ever changing culture and society? I mean, of course they're like, what? But like now, like maybe like now, you go in there like, yeah, I make a YouTube video. They're gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's a job. Uh,
Because, of course, you would think everyone wants to get into that, right? And I'm just the anomaly, the person that jumped in at the right time, did something a little differently, it took off, and the rest is history, you know? And it's pretty crazy. It really is crazy. Again, I see longtime fans right now in the stream chat are saying, wow, I've been a fan since this time or that time, right? And it's crazy to think that we've had that.
okay, well, that's not what I was looking for. Because this is like, uh, what is this? Oh, it already does open tabs. Okay.
We're going to do finance. We're going to do loans. We're going to do stuff like that. And he was successful, all right? But what kind of success? There's a lot of people who praise Bill Walsh, who say he's one of the best
Oh,
minds.
Bill Walsh. We're talking about Bill Walsh, dude. Remember when he shat on GE for changing their business strategy and all that? That was a fun time. I don't think I'm gonna find it, because I think that was talking about like his time at Wells Fargo. You would think you would learn from Wells Fargo that maybe getting loans is a bad idea, you know? Okay, so I can't find it, but I think it was a tweet too. I'm not gonna bother looking for the tweet. That's just gonna be fucking rough. But he opened a what was it? Oh my god, I'm blanking on it. He opened a loan to buy video games, pretty much, in 2015 because of all the copyright strikes and all that. And he's like, I can't afford it, man. I had to apply for a loan. Now, his job is to stream games, and I'm sorry. I mean, like, he can tell us all day, every day. Back then, it was different. I had to play the new games. I had to, man. But like, yeah, to play the new games. Like, he should have said, like, wait a second. If I apply for a loan, this might expand me in bigger debt. Right now, money is tight. I just got knocked off the search rankings. All these problems are happening. Maybe I shouldn't apply for a loan. Maybe I should just tell my fans, look, we're gonna play what we want, what I can, and if you want to see this game, make it a Patreon goal or some shit. I don't know, like, that's what he should have done. Now, of course, he would tell us the meme of like, oh well, back then it was about this and that. Yeah, that doesn't mean that you're above that criticism. I mean, I can still say you're an idiot. Like, I can, like, I look back at myself and say I made a lot of mistakes in the past that I could have done differently. Come on,
Because nothing is working here.
nothing's
So anyway, I
working.
can't see anything you guys are saying. I can't see any contributions coming in. I'm going to try to fix that as I talk, I guess, here on the pre-stream.
Oh,
Oh, man.
he has
So
to. He has to see the contributions come in. Now, I also thought he had his Streamlabs open on his desktop though. Whatever.
anyway, all this going on yesterday,
Because
I'm
you
feeling
know what's weird? No, his OBS is on the desktop. Never mind. Never
like
mind.
shit. I'm barely conscious.
Never mind.
And so, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, because some of you may just be completely out of the loop, I've been telling you guys over the last couple of years how bad things have been for me financially, how terrible everything's been. And that no matter what I do to try to get caught up, to try to fix things, they just get worse and worse. They keep spiraling out of control to the point where I can't really do much about it. Got to the point where it's completely uncontrollable. You know, every time it seemed like I was possibly in a position where I could maybe get ahead, something else bad would happen. Um, that would screw things up for me over and over and over. All right. And the thing is, if you've actually followed along with me over the years, and if you're actually a frequent viewer and fan, and you watch the pre-streams and everything when I talk about this stuff, you would know exactly what's been going on because I've told you guys about it every step of the way. But
You've been very
a lot
honest.
of people either don't, or they just like to have selective hearing, right? Even though I've explained to you guys for years and years how bad things have been.
Look how long is he in for him to talk about the fucking bankruptcy. He's just like, oh, guys, you know, I'm suffering, man. Oh, yeah. Man, as soon as he's gonna tell us that he's gonna get crucified next month or something, I gotta be crucified. Yeah, I got. Dude, I don't even think Jesus complained this much. Imagine if, like, with if Jesus gives the sermon, he's like, guys, let me tell you. Oh man, today's been rough, man. Judas, man, he fucking told the Romans on me, he tattled on me, man, he betrayed me, that motherfucker. I'm here trying to help the meek, and Judas fucking got me in trouble, man. Now I'm gonna be like, it's really bad, man. It's really bad.
For me financially, some people just don't want to hear it. What they want to believe is the absolute stupidest, worst case scenario thing, such as, oh, Phil's been hoarding money in an offshore account, or Phil's been...
Now, this is funny that he's like saying that, oh, they like to believe in this in these conspiracy theories. The dumbest thing ever, like that I have money. What fucking idiots. Remember when he got mad when people said, hey, DSP, it's said that you're broke. And he's like, I'm not broke! Who said I was broke? But now it's dumb to think he's not broke, even though he cemented the idea that he wasn't broke for a long ass time. Oh my god. Wait a second. Is my best buddy in chat Free for All Cast? He had exceptional fucking check caps. Oh, here we go. Here he is. Basically, his business is in the green. Okay, Free for All Cast. Yeah. It's making money every month. Unfortunately, it's not enough to support his debts. Debts? His departments? It's not to support his departments, huh? Feels bad. I hate when I can't support my departments. Sorry to the people that can't understand that. It's just how business works. I really, really think it's lame. It's really lame that we're getting the meme of, well, he has all this debt. He makes good money, but he has all this debt, man. So what about the years of 2015, 2016, 2017? Well, maybe not 2017, I guess, but 2016, like 2 years. What about that money? He didn't have any significant debt except for the moving debt. But then he has like 15 fucking credit cards for some reason. Huh? I mean, it's so lame. He's like, well, see, look at the bankruptcy documents. I don't make a lot of money. But, like, the documents had him see, like, $58,000 at one point. 58,000? I think it was $58,000. That for, like, yearly or whatever the fuck. That's nothing? And it's like, yeah, those are your... I mean, that money is going to be pretty much gone now, sure, but... I mean, come on. It's so lame. It's so lame that people are just forgetting that he cried poor for years when he wasn't going through bankruptcy and going through tax hurdles and all this nonsense. Like 2015, 2016 specifically 2016, he never complained about taxes. He never was like, guys, I need tax money, man. I need to pay the taxes for 2015. But then, like 2017, he was told they had to pay business and occupation tax. And then in 2018, he told us that he got that covered up. And like, this is just all fucking clown world. And it's so lame that we're just focusing on present day Phil, but we don't like hold him accountable for all the other times when he wasn't filing for bankruptcy. I mean, of course, when you're filing for bankruptcy, it looks worse. Of course. Like, Ah, come on.
Lying about his finances completely behind the scenes. You know, all that stuff going on. You know, the people just want to say, oh, you know, Phil's a liar. In reality, I wasn't lying at all. In reality, it was all truthful. And it was just getting exponentially worse and worse every year.
I mean, again, like he didn't open. I don't remember him ever announcing he was opening loans in like 2013, 2014, or whatever the fuck. But in 2015, like maybe even 2016, he may have made this tweet. But he made a tweet saying like, "Oh, I had to make. Okay."
Every time I
I'm gonna find as you listen to this.
Things would blow up in my face for another stupid reason. Oh my god. You weren't filing your taxes properly for several years because your tax attorney from Connecticut was an asshole. You know.
I'm trying to like do buzzwords.
Now you can't pay your federal taxes for this year, so you got to find a way to make ends meet and do it. You know, and it just got worse and worse and worse. Okay. Without going too much into massive detail, this all started when I moved across the country.
I don't think I'm gonna find it.
Before then,
Shit.
I did not really have much significant
Good
debt
images.
at all. But when I moved across the country from Connecticut to Washington, I accrued a ridiculous amount of debt. Between, you know, the down payment on this home that I live in, the moving cost, the cost to furnish the house, the cost to upgrade my business, amongst many other things. You know, many things just kept accumulating. And I very incorrectly assumed that I would be able to afford all of it because I thought that my income that I had at that point, which was primarily based on YouTube ad revenue, was kind of going to be there forever, and it wasn't. Quite obviously, it went way down over the years because of, you know, things that happened. And then the problem was, number one, because of trolling and everything, you know, my YouTube channel basically was kind of destroyed. You know, DSP Gaming at one point was very lucrative, made a lot of views and everything, and then it just kind of went away. By the way, I still haven't unfrozen on my laptop. I might have to try to do like a hard restart here. This is...
God damn it.
One of the... page unresponsive. It just popped up, and I can't even click on it. I can't even click on it to make it work. It's so bad.
The only thing I can think of is it might be in an old video
Exit
of mine,
pages.
I think. Maybe. I don't fucking remember.
Oh my god. Anyway, as I'm trying to do this, I'll continue to talk. So basically things just got worse and worse, and like I said, in 2015, my income dipped dramatically. For about a year and a half, my income went way down. Man. And when that happened, I had to find a way to make things stay afloat. So basically, I had to rack up an insane amount of unsecured debt, which I didn't want to do, whether it was credit cards, whether it was personal loans, to make stuff keep going. You know, and somehow I did. Don't ask me how. I did manage at that point when I was making way less money. I was able to keep things afloat. But less money, loans, afloat. In 2015, my income dipped dramatically. For about a year and a half, my income went way down. And when that happened, I had to find a way to make things stay afloat. So basically, I had to rack up an insane amount of unsecured debt, which I didn't want to do, whether it was credit cards, whether it was personal.
Like, why would he, like, oh my god, like, and this guy wants to get out of this situation and start from square one. This guy I think he has some issues with spending. Like, I feel like even if he gets out of this, let's say he gets out of this, he gets out of the situation, he goes out, he finds a way out, and all this other stuff, it's just gonna be another, like, 10 years before he gets back into where he is now. Because according to his own lore, he had a lot of debt before he started doing YouTube for a job. Then when he got like that gravy train baby, he was able to cover his past debt. He got out of it, and then he got back into it. And it's like what George Lucas said about the prequels. It's like poetry. It rhymes. It goes back because he's making the same mistakes with this. Oh man, the tax attorney said he understands everything, but he lied to me, dude.
To make stuff go.
But he's gonna believe the bankruptcy. attorney now.
You know, and somehow I did. Don't ask me how. I did manage at that point when I was making way less money.
This is gonna be a fucking long ass video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about
I was
this.
able to keep things afloat. But it wasn't very good the way that I did it, you know. And I would say probably around 2017 was the year when it looked like I might turn things around because I was finally earning.
What? 2017?
I stopped relying just on YouTube.
Wait. No. No. He lost Machinima. He lost that gravy train. And now he's telling us that was the best year.
I became a full-time streamer.
Okay.
And quite frankly, when I became a full-time streamer, my income went up again, which was great. But that's when...
Now, he stopped being dependent on YouTube in 2017, right? So then what was 2018? Guys, you know, my YouTube channel is gone. What am I gonna do, man? What am I gonna do? And then, like, later that month, guys, my AdSense is gone on YouTube. What can I do? And it was a meme that he was trying to push on us, saying like, oh, it's the legacy videos that make the money. It's not the newer videos, dude. It's the legacy videos. If it's the legacy videos that make him the money, then, like, shouldn't he be making more money now? Yeah, this doesn't make sense. And honestly, like, the bankruptcy kind of shoots it more when he starts bragging about his fucking YouTube income and income in general.
Just when it looked like there was like a silver lining and things were going to get better, that's when all of a sudden, boom, I found out, oh, guess what, Phil? You didn't do your taxes correctly for 3 years, and now you're behind on that. And that cost me a ridiculous amount of money to fix. And by the time that I fixed it, I was so much in the hole, there was just no way to come back out of it. You know,
no way.
Just the truth of the matter. Because it's funny, you know, people come here, and as you know, you guys, I have stalkers. I have people who literally microanalyze, I should say, everything that I say and do, including the income that I make. And they look at the amount of money that I could bring in on streams, you know, with different kinds of contributions, and they say, how could Phil possibly, you know, have money problems with the amount of money that he brings in on his streams?
How can he have money problems, man? Didn't he just say it was really dumb to think he has money? But again, he also told us that he wasn't broke.
Right?
like this is what happens when you start, like, having this weird ego about your job. Like, he's like, well, people microanalyze my stuff, man. Well, maybe don't be such a bitch about your fucking work. Because he really went out of his way over the years to brag about how we're jealous of Phil. We're jealous that we don't have his life, man. We're jealous. We're so jealous. Filing for bankruptcy. He gets money, but the money goes straight to the debtors that he didn't pay. Fucking jealous, man. Feels jelly, man.
All right, and the answer to that is because I'm so much in the hole. You know, because I'm so much in the hole, it doesn't even matter, you know, at this point, how much I'm making, unless basically a miracle happened in 1 year, I like doubled or tripled my income, which is never gonna happen.
He had a gravy train when he started, and he didn't like say I should save this money. No, gotta get a BMW, gotta move across country, gotta get this, gotta get the figures. Oh man!
I was ever gonna get caught up with the amount of debt that I had put myself into, you know, with all of these things getting exponentially worse. Because that's the problem. See, here's the thing. Listen up. Different kinds of debt. There's secured debt that's on a fixed interest rate. Mortgages. That's usually fine. All right? But when you get yourself into unsecured debt, which is exponential interest on interest calculating, you're pretty screwed. And I knew that, but I had to do what I had to do to keep stuff going for years and years and years. You know, I certainly didn't like doing it. I think now at least, now you guys can understand. And by the way, I'm going to explain why I'm talking about this in a moment, because some of you still probably why I'm bringing all this up.
He still hasn't told us.
But anyway, now you guys can understand why I over the years, some nights I would say, man, I just can't sleep. I'm so nervous about the future. I don't know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
That's the deal. Oh, by the way, finally I got this laptop working. Jesus.
But he told us that Jasper woke him up. Jasper ran around. So was he just blaming Jasper for no reason? And the other thing I want to talk about a little bit about Jasper is that he fucking locks the cat into the fucking bedroom. And he's like, why is the cat waking me up, man? Maybe because it wants to get out of the fucking room, DSP. Maybe you shouldn't lock your cat in. Like, I feel really bad for Jasper that after he told us that. Oh man, just free Jasper.
I had to freaking reload this like 10 times. Okay, it seems to be working now.
But he tells us he can't sleep. I mean, he tells us that all the time. And then, like, he tells us, oh, I can't sleep because of the bankruptcy, man. But every time he told us that he couldn't sleep was because of something else. It was Jasper, or like, he would say that. And then the next day, okay, guys, I'm gonna reveal something to you guys. I have to go back to Connecticut to visit my parents. They could be dying. Like, he told us the same shit, like I think it was in 2018. Like, I know it was the day before or the week before or whatever, where he just kept telling us, I can't sleep at night, man. Oh man, I'm like getting stressed out. And then he was like, guys, I'm gonna reveal to you why I'm stressed out. I have debt. And there you go. And then he told us the same fucking thing about he couldn't sleep when he was talking about the back taxes. This guy is always nervous, and he acts as if this is the real reason. Come. Next year he's gonna tell us, okay guys, I couldn't sleep, and this is why. Cat divorced me.
So anyway,
Jasper actually
it
died.
was just a snowball effect of 6 years, a 6 years of shit, racking up way too much debt when I moved across the country, losing a large amount of income for about 1.5 to 2 years because of troll activities. And that's the truth of the matter, is that's why I lost so much income, because my YouTube channel DSP Gaming was destroyed by trolls and false copyright claims.
He had Patreon at that point, and his Patreon made a lot of money, more so than now. Like, I wonder if his Patreon jumped today, or at all. Is it alive? Is his Patreon alive and kicking? Wow. The guy's going through bankruptcy and nothing's happening here. It's a ghost town. And he didn't even mark fucking Patreon on his fucking bankruptcy stuff. Isn't that a little, like, weird? And the thing is with Patreon is that you have to you fill out a tax form. So Patreon is definitely in the fucking governmental system. Like, the IRS is probably aware of Patreon. So he didn't think maybe this would be privy to the bankruptcy?
Okay. By the time that I had finally found a way to recover from that and get back to maybe where I was making the same amount of money that I had been making, it didn't matter anymore, because I had too much debt in my name, mostly unsecured debt. That was the problem. And then the tax issue happened, which cost me even more money on top of the money I was already trying to pay off. And at that point, it was just uncontrollable. There was just no way to catch up with any of it. Okay? It didn't matter. It literally didn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter.
It would never catch up.
What's that song again?
Okay. So anyway, these last couple of years, as I've been telling you guys, I've been really living day to day. Last year in particular, 2019, was the worst year of my life financially. There were many months where I was overdrawn on my bank account multiple times. There were bills.
2019 was the worst year. Not the year that he's going through bankruptcy. Not the year that he's going through foreclosure. No, that's not the worst.
Going late and unpaid for extended amounts of time.
He told us that 2019 was positive. It was a great year.
Even with the money I make, okay, even with all the money that I make on streams, it wasn't enough to cover my exorbitant amount of debts. So basically, by the middle to end of last year, I decided I had to take drastic action and figure out what the hell am I going to do, because I'm not paying one of my mortgages, which I can't afford anymore. I know they're going to foreclose and try to come after me for money that I don't have, and the unsecured debts aren't getting any better. What do I do? Okay. And as you know, I filed for bankruptcy, which I told you guys 2 weeks ago. And the unsecured debts aren't getting any better. What do I do? Okay, can't afford anymore. I know they're going to foreclose.
So I remember what I was going to say. I like how he's saying that it was his idea. The bankruptcy was his idea, but he also told us that his mom told him to do this. So it's not really. So what is it? Your idea or your mom's idea? I got it. It's his idea until it fails. Once it fails and it backfires on him, then it's his mom's idea. That's what's gonna happen.
And try to come after me for money that I don't have, and aren't getting any better. What do I do? Okay.
What do I do?
And so, as you know, I filed for bankruptcy, which I told you guys 2 weeks ago. It's hilarious because over the past couple of weeks, people have been like making fun of me for it. Phil is bankrupt or whatever. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, that's what.
told you that publicly.
You think just because he announced? No, this is like the same meme of I'm owning the detractor memes, man. I got the why am I toxic emote? I own it. Takes all the power away. He thinks that him announcing the fucking thing is taking the power away from the thing. You know what we're gonna listen to as we listen to this? We're gonna listen to this as we do it, dude. It's gonna be pretty cool, pretty interactive. Down, comes Sister Todd. Let's see, which is the best version of it?
Publicly 2 weeks ago because I knew that all this was going to be public knowledge anyway. I didn't want to hide anything from any of you guys. I knew that everything would go public because it's a public filing. So why people think that it's like some controversial thing or some shocking thing, I have no idea.
It's shocking because of what's in the documents. Like he goes to this whole thing and he thinks that just announcing the bankruptcy makes it like no one's gonna care, but he doesn't think that the stuff that's reported in it is interesting. No one's gonna care about what's in the documents. Okay.
I told you 2 weeks ago. Like, did you think I was lying, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yes, people thought you were lying.
Now, obviously, right? Obviously, you guys I've been hearing drama and shit over the past day. I'm not here to sit here and address tons of it or whatever. I'm not. This is a gameplay stream, right? So, very matter-of-factly, what I'm going to do is say as much as I can up front and then leave it at that, all right? And the truth of the matter is I feel like shit anyway, and I'm not going to make the whole stream about stupidity, which is what these people do, all right? So, I have a bankruptcy attorney who I've been working with for months now. Months and months. The bankruptcy attorney is well aware of my situation, well aware of my assets.
Very aware.
Everything. And worked with me hand in hand to do this bankruptcy petition filing. Now, it's very possible that maybe the filing is not perfect. I don't know. All I know
I don't know. I don't know if the file I filled out is perfect. It's an important document, and that's the takeaway. I don't know if it's perfect. Okay.
This attorney asked me tons of questions. I answered all of the questions in detail, and based on the answers to the questions, this is the filing that was come up with, and it was filed this week, and it became public record, what's in this filing. Okay.
Snort Burnell, big ups.
So that's the truth, that's what it is. So, what's hilarious is you get a bunch of dumb shit kids on the internet who think they know anything about the law. They don't. None of them are lawyers.
None of them are lawyers.
They look at this filing and they look at things and they
Now, of course, when I was watching LSP, I didn't go to him and saying, "Oh man, LSP, he is a pro wizard at bankruptcy. I'm gonna go to him if I ever need any tips." I think it goes without saying that you can kind of take any information with a grain of salt. I mean, there's people who literally believe the fucking escort story. Of course people could be wrong. I like how he thinks that just because people can make assumptions that they shouldn't make assumptions. It's just an opinion. People could be wrong, DSP. I could think that the whole thing, you're trying to hide stuff under cat. That doesn't mean that that's true. If you're listening to people on YouTube and think that they're 100% knowledgeable, then I mean that's on you. But I don't think anyone who's talking about his bankruptcy is going around pretending that they're experts on it. They can kind of go off of what they think they know. Whatever.
Analyze it, and they say we
How
found
come
all
something
these
down, baby?
Right? From what we know publicly, from what Phil shares on his streams, we found all these discrepancies between.
It doesn't really suck this video's blog because there'll be nothing I can do to fix it.
Therefore, this is a huge disaster.
Oh
and
no.
Phil has willingly
But I don't think it's
perjured
gonna be
himself,
blocked.
and this is
'Cause I had
awful,
this song
blah, blah, blah,
before.
which is not the case at all. This is their utter stupidity.
Utter stupidity.
Is not the case. Truth of the matter is that the filing,
Guys.
is just the from what I'm
It's
understand,
initial.
the initial step in a process that happens. So the filing goes, and goes to a court. The court reviews the filing, audits it, comes up with questions, comes back, and then we have to answer the questions. And if there's anything that needs to be amended in the filing needs to be amended, and it goes back and forth for a bit. This is not, oh, you filed once, it's done, it's over. That's not the case at all. But
like,
that's from what I'm supposed to.
When he signs his name, it says like, "Oh, you acknowledge that all this stuff is honest and accountable for being perjured or whatever the fuck." The only thing I could think of is that it's telling the person that because it's saying like, "Look, if you're gonna be like, you're doing this the best as you know, and if someone like asks, and if you were to be asked." Because as you said, like, and if he's willing to amend it, I don't think he's gonna get in trouble for that. But if he's like insistent on what he wrote is true, and he doesn't amend it, and I think so. I don't think he's gonna be 100% like accountable for that because like I think to a point like the government probably understands that maybe people who file for this are not smart and they're dumb. People are dumb, happens all the time. I was like, kind of making the joke in LSB's chat. It reminds me a lot of in Breaking Bad. This might be spoilers for those of you who haven't seen it. I'm sorry, but there's a scene where Ted Beneke is going through a lot of IRS issues. Like he never paid his taxes or whatever the fuck. He filed his taxes wrong and all that. So Skylar was like, okay, well he's gonna have to pay it, but we're gonna like delay it a little bit. So she pretended to be an idiot pretty much, and it kind of, and she was saying like, they can't really hold you accountable if you didn't understand what you were doing or whatever the fuck. Like there's a degree of it, but they're still gonna hold you responsible to pay the debt. They're not gonna forgive it. They're just gonna say, okay, well now that you fucked up, you're gonna have to pay it, and you're gonna, the guy gives you a second chance almost. And then after that, then they're gonna go after you. Then it becomes like serious. So I think that's what's gonna happen with him. They're gonna look at his whole thing and say, "This guy's a fucking idiot. He probably didn't understand what the fuck he was filling out, and he's gonna have to fix it, and all that, and then go from there." So I think that's what's gonna end up happening, is that they're gonna think that he's an idiot, and then give him a second chance. Because he really exploits people's benefit of the doubt thing. That he really milks it a lot. Like he's probably one of those students that really takes for granted a teacher's like, well, we should give him another chance. You know what? Maybe you didn't study hard enough. I'll give you a little bonus, extra credit for that one quiz, and then you failed the other quizzes.
That's the way that I understand. There's always an audit. When you do a bankruptcy filing, there's always an audit on the account to see, or not the account, but the filing, to see if there's problems, discrepancies, or if anything doesn't make sense, You
gotta restart this, dude.
If anything, what I could tell you is this. I'm seriously not going to, excuse me. I'm not going to sit here and address individual little things, because it's silly as hell to do that. Because it's not in my hands, it's in the hands of the bankruptcy attorney. Right? Look
at the hands. The hands look so weird in this. Look at his hands. It's like they crippled his hands. Like it's the debtors, dude. They found him and they fucked up his hands. They look so weird. Like they couldn't find. They couldn't just take one hand where he does this and then mirror it. It's like this, like he broke his hands. Oh.
Has to make sure that everything is correct, and if anything's wrong, gets fixed. So, if anything's wrong on there, I'm sure it's going to get fixed. The truth of the matter is, I gave 100% accurate information to the bankruptcy attorney.
Now it's accurate.
They filled out the paperwork. They sat me down and asked me more questions. I answered the questions, and the paperwork was finished and filed.
I wonder if he was like, hey, tax not tax. Bankruptcy lady. Let's do this filing, this way. And then the trolls are gonna look at it and say, look at this is dumb, this is dumb, this is dumb, and we'll fix it. Maybe, you know what, maybe he's taking the trolls for granted, dude. He's using us to get information. Because, like, it's like what happened with Laveria. He would have gone through with it if the SOK didn't, like, if no one talked about it. Imagine if no one talked about Laveria at all. No one said it was a scam company. People were just 100% quiet about it. Imagine what would have happened. Because, like, this is the same kind of tone he had when the whole shit was going down. Guys, don't worry, man. Oh, like, don't worry. Don't call the partnership company a scam, okay? Don't tell them that. But you know what? Don't worry, man. I'm on top of it. Don't worry, man. Then when all was said and done, he was like, I knew they were fake. I knew they were faking it, man. So. Like, he told us, like, I gave them Kyo Gaming to see what would happen. See if they would give you that managed partnership, and they never did. So I never sent off to them. So, for all we know, he's gonna come back to us on March 6th or some shit after the fucking debtor meeting, whatever the fuck. He's like, I knew that the documents were not, like, 100% legit, but, like, I couldn't say anything because, like, I couldn't take the risk, man. So I was like, okay, we'll put the documents in the system so they're in. Okay, and then, like, we were gonna edit, so I was gonna see what would happen, and then, you know what, I knew they were gonna come back to me, right, and said, hey, Phil, you know you have a pet, right, so you should really say yes to this, so I was like, you're right, I guarantee he's gonna do some shit like that, same attitude, same tone, same everything,
that's the answer, so...
Killed his own
mind. What else is there to it? Nothing. People will sit here and say, "Oh, things are wrong." Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I'm not a bankruptcy attorney. I don't know how it works. Things as ludicrous as well. We know Phil has a cat, and I guess on there's a section that says something about pets, and it was checked off that no. Phil doesn't know how it works. Things as ludicrous as well. We know Phil has a cat, and
ludicrous. It's ludicrous to know that Phil has a cat. Ludicrous, dude. Phil has a cat.
There's a section that says something about pets.
I guess there's like a section that has something about pets. Shouldn't he know what's on these forms that he fucking signed? Was he just kind of okay, not WWE time. He's the worst. But like, there's a lot of stuff you have to do that you don't like, and he's just like, just gonna go through this. All right. Man, he really took it seriously, huh?
And it was checked off that no, Phil does not have a cat. Now, if you use your head, okay?
Okay. I love that. Let's use our head as to why you said no, he doesn't have a cat. If we use our head, it would be yes. Oh my god.
Excuse me. If you use your head, you think, why would that section be on there? That section would be on there because probably there's an allowance for having a pet, right? Like saying, oh, if you have a pet, it's expected that a certain amount of money a month will go towards the pet, the budget for the pet or whatever, right? Now, knowing me coming from a background that I had a little bit of accounting training, not a lot, but I had a little bit of accounting training at one point, okay?
Oh my
I can
god.
tell you that in accounting, things are not 100% black and white, that sometimes things can be...
Dude, this is like listening to like the orientation of a class and thinking to yourself, this is all the class is. Like... Yes, every lecture in accounting tells you, oh, it's all black and white, man, and they teach people loopholes and like cutting corners. Sure.
Walked around. So I'll give you an example. Sometimes you could say, oh, a pet expense is a pet expense, but sometimes you could just group that into living expenses and say that's a part of living expenses. Okay.
Why? Why would that be a part of living expenses? Like, you're not the cat, DSP. You're not Jasper. Jasper is its own little creature. Jasper's a creature. Well, I guess it is. But he's a little animal. Why would that be lumped in with living expenses? It should be a pet budget, because you have a pet. No, Jasper's in a pet, guys. He's his son.
So, yeah.
You know what? Maybe that's why he's saying he's like a son to us, because he's saying this so that if the bankruptcy people watch his streams, they will forget that he has a pet and they'll think that Jasper's his son. That's what's going on. He's trying to pig nose everyone on the off chance that the bankruptcy people watch his streams and they'll think that Jasper's his son by him talking about him like he's his son. Oh my god, soon, Christmas 2020. Jasper was like jumping out our beds and like excited that it's Christmas time, and we were just like, oh my god, Jasper, okay, we'll open the gifts now, okay. And then he's gonna have like some like pre-stream. I think Jasper's going through puberty. You know how it is with kids at puberty, man. Like, they're gonna like learn about the birds and the bees. Oh my god, that's gonna be something.
Yes, my attorney is well aware that I have a cat. Yes, my attorney is well aware that we spend some money on said cat every month, but maybe the attorney didn't necessarily fill out that one section saying I have a cat.
Why?
Okay, but instead took it into somewhere else, right?
Now, again, like, he should have learned his lesson from the Connecticut tax guy who fucked him over. He 100% trusted him. He is such a drone with all these people, and he never asks them anything. He never asks them any questions. Like, like, I don't think anyone that goes through their taxes and they sit with their accountant and they're going through it, they don't just sit there and like, yeah, okay, I'll sign. Yeah, that makes sense to me. They probably sit there like, wait, so why am I paying this? Where did this money come from? Do I have to do this? Like, they ask him questions to try to understand it. Does Phil not want to understand what the fuck he's doing? That's a little irresponsible. And he sees this, and he doesn't want to ask he says, well, I guess the accountant put it somewhere else. Do you want to know where you put the cat into, then? So you like, if the judge asks him, so why did you mark that, you don't have a cat? He can't just say, the bankruptcy lady told me that. Then you say, okay, yeah, but like, this is your bankruptcy though, Phil. You should know what, you should know where the cat went. Where did the cat go? The follow-up question to where the load went? Where did the cat go? Oh my god, we gotta rewind this, dude. We gotta get our cum susser Todd, dude.
So that's
I don't care if you're annoyed by it. We'll listen to it.
I don't know.
Little baby ears.
I literally don't know.
Whoa, guys. Not Molo, tier 2,000 bits, man. He's the cheerleader. Whoa! That's gonna help him. Oh, but he needs tips. Wait, did anyone give him any fucking tips? We're gonna find out. We need to find out if this guy got any tips, dude. We have to find out. We have to. Once it loads. Whoa, 24, dude. Rob's helping him out, dude. Big ups to Rob, man. Big ups to Rob, he's helping him out.
How it works on that document. I have nothing to do with it. I didn't file it. I didn't fill it out.
I didn't fill it out. Then, so the bankruptcy attorney forged his signature then. Because he had to sign it. There's a digital signature from Phil Brunel. He doesn't think that's a little, like, damning then? Like, come on. He signed the name and he didn't fill it out. Oh, okay.
And the document got filed, okay? So, it is what it is.
I guess
if there's things on there that
he forged his signature, fixed, dude.
Right? They're gonna get amended.
Then if he forged his signature, why is he working with a criminal? He get in more trouble. She might be fucking him over, dude. Forging his signature like that? Dude, soon she might sign him up for some porn stuff, dude. Uh-oh. Maybe she was the one that got him in trouble with the back taxes.
Basically what this is the initial filing to get you on the docket so that someone will finally assign you a case and start looking at it. Because if you don't put this in, it takes a while.
No, the other thing is that I wonder, he is telling us, oh, well, I don't know what's going on. I'm not a attorney, but he took accounting in college and knew some accounting. He took a fucking bankruptcy class. He was required to. What about that? What about that? Remember that? Like he told us he had to take it because it's a requirement for bankruptcy, and I guess he just kind of sat there and just was like, this, that, like, the lecture's here, he was like this the whole time. Yeah. 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 Was he just doing that the whole time?
Understanding is it could take
Very
over a
irresponsible.
month to even get someone to sit down and look at it and schedule any kind of a hearing or a situation, depending on your bankruptcy filing. So, you know, once you get all the information, you want to file it as soon as possible. And then, you know, if there's issues or discrepancies, those are fixed along the way. But certainly, I'm sure my bankruptcy attorney has never had a situation where so many eyes were going to be on the bankruptcy filing at once. You know what I mean? Like, never, I'm sure never ever have there been this many people looking at this and micro-analyzing it and trying to pick it apart, you know?
Now, what does that mean?
So, there you go.
No, he's like trying to like, oh my god, guys, these bankruptcy people are like, whoa, man, all of you are watching you, man. They're watching your bankruptcy stuff? That's really weird, man. Did DSP just forget that there's a huge push for Trump to reveal his fucking tax returns? I mean, that was something. DSP really wants to be the Donald Trump of Twitch, I guess. He really wants to be him. It's crazy how much he talks like him, too. Low-key, I really do think DSP looks up to Trump as some kind of idol. Like, oh yeah, Trump's cool, I want to be like him, man. Nah. I feel like he wants to be just like Trump, and that's why he doesn't want anyone to talk about Trump, because he doesn't want people to shit on his idol. No criticism of Trump, I love Trump. Sound good? He loves Trump, dude. He's just like him. You know what? I'm surprised out of all the comparisons, he's not comparing himself to Trump. I mean, everyone kind of already did it with, like, the whole Trump had 6 bankruptcies and he's still okay, because it's not like he was born in wealth, right? Okay.
Yeah. That's the truth of the matter, is there's nothing to it. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Idiots. Oh yes, Phil willingly perjured himself and you know, said all this stuff. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend to be an idiot when I get in trouble for it, dude. They'll give me they'll understand. I'll just say I'm an idiot. I didn't know anything. Nothing I could do.
I provided financial information. By the way, it's all backed up. You know, the documents and everything everywhere to prove everything that's in those that I said is in those documents. It all exists. It's not like I just pulled it out of my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he only shoves Jasper up his ass, so he can say he doesn't have a cat.
That people would just make shit. Oh yeah, you know. I just think that this is Phil completely lying. Sorry that I'm talking so slowly too, because like I said, guys, I'm dying here. I'm
dying, man.
Today.
So sick, man. I'm dying.
Okay.
Okay.
So, anyway, yeah, it's not a big deal. It really isn't. But that's it. People want to blow it out of proportion and act like it is. But this is apparently how it works. Is, you know, it's a standard process. Information is transferred to a petition. A petition is filed. A petition is audited. If things don't make sense, the petition is amended with updated information.
Now he has to hope that they do audit it and they get more information, because this is a lot of hope that they're just not gonna. Now Tevin also mentioned that during the debt stuff, he never listed the dates. He never listed the dates of when he incurred the debt. So, you know, all this stuff is pretty much baiting the auditor, the people there, to audit the petition. So it's almost like he was banking on the trolls to dissect it and microanalyze it, so that the bankrupt. You know what? This might build up the saga a bit, where he's gonna say, so you know what I posted so you guys may have noticed, right? When the bankruptcy stuff was up, that I didn't include the dates on when I incurred the debt, right? And all this other information. Well, I did that so I could be sure that they were gonna audit the thing. And I was gonna take all the information from the trolls, and I was gonna make it better so that I could actually be filed for Chapter 11. I mean, Chapter 7. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, he's running his own gay op, dude. Very cool, very nice.
And then the final petition finally goes to the court, and that's when you apparently, have your.
Okay, we're gonna do another compulsory trial. We're not doing that one.
Will you qualify for the bankruptcy or not? And that's how it works. Okay, so I knew this was coming. I knew this was. I knew people were gonna freak out and be idiots. I knew that my personal information was going to be posted all over the internet.
He knew, guys.
To do about it. My attorney knew that as well. I told her way up front, this is gonna happen. Expect it. There's nothing that can be done here. It's going to happen. And we handle it as things happen. I'm absolutely sure that more than likely, if things were filled out incorrectly, there will be amended and it'll be fine.
It'll be fine, dude.
Again, I'm not the professional here at all. So
I mean, it's just outstanding. He didn't learn at all from the back taxes. It is incredible. He made the same mistake and he doesn't say to himself, wait a second. I fucking believed an attorney that got the information wrong.
There you go.
There you go.
Of course, we have insane amounts of idiots in the stream chat today, which we expected. You knew you were going to get an influx of idiots just coming in here saying dumb shit because of this. And that's just fine. It's to be expected. I'm certainly not going to put up with it all day long. I'm not. Just tell you right now, I'm not. Once we start with gameplay, that's what it's going to be. And we're going to focus on that. Okay? We're not going to be focusing on this nonsense that's absolutely nothing to do with my gameplay stream. Okay? Ugh.
So I was trying to keep
enough.
yawning, dude. Okay. This is very thrilling, as you can see.
There's really nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about.
20 minutes in out of a 42-minute video, nothing else to talk about.
Public filing, I knew it was coming. I knew it would be microanalyzed. We knew there would probably be a few things that were wrong or discrepancies that would be fixed. They're going to be fixed, and that'll be the end of it. It's not that big of a deal. But people want to act like it is. Because that's what they do.
That's what they do.
Every one of you.
Well, this is probably got a message deleted.
Every one of you. Alright. Every single
one. It was a fake Papa Vera.
Who went over there to one of their drama channels.
This DSP bankrupt saga is awesome. I can't wait for the finale. It might be a fake Papa Vera, I guess.
Looked at all that nonsense.
Wait, it is a fake Papa Vera because there's no bid badge.
Exactly
Never mind.
What they wanted.
It is a fake one.
You allowed these people who are not legal professionals.
Oh, wait.
Went and, looked at one of you. Who went over there to one of their drama channels. Alright? Every one of you. Who went and, looked at all that nonsense. And basically, oh my god, you gave them exactly what they wanted. You allowed these people who are not legal professionals who know nothing.
What did they want? They went over the fucking thing. People were already on that channel because they were watching a Donkey Kong 64 restream. Because it's really odd that he's kind of talking about streams and shit, and the only person I know that did a stream about it was Lightside Bill. I think Argent did a stream too, from what I remember, but whatever.
Nothing. Who literally just talk out of their ass on a daily basis and speculate about drama to get views and attention. You essentially paid them for nothing. No, nothing. Who literally just talk out of their ass on a daily basis and speculate about drama to get views and attention. You essentially paid them for nothing.
They paid them to... What? So someone paid Lightside Bill to talk about the fucking bankruptcy stuff?
And that's because you're stupid.
And that's because you're stupid.
It's because you're stupid. Instead of actually, just coming to the source or just saying, whatever, it's none of my business.
Now, I love this. And instead of coming to the source, okay, so let's say no one went to the... Now, wait. Oh my god. So, how does he know the people that are watching his stream are those people that went to the fucking troll streams? The other thing is that he wasn't going to talk about it anyway. Because he told us because he told us in the beginning, I have to address it. I didn't want to address it because it's a gameplay stream. I didn't want to address it, but I have to because the idiots are going crazy, man. But now he's acting as if he was going to tell us anyway. He wasn't going to tell us. He only told us because other people were talking about it. That's so fucking lame. And then oh my god. Oh, wait, guys. Swaggin's post. Remember when he was done with DSP? Fairly vapid overworld filled with fetch quests and orb collecting. Combat is lacking in any form of complexity and a step back from all previous 3D DBZ fighters. It's not a fighting game, but okay. Very heavy on the story, cutscenes, movies. Great if you're unfamiliar with DBZ. What? Great if you're... No. I don't think it's great for those people. I think it's worse for them. Somehow tiring, otherwise don't expect any challenge. This game would be a great pickup for the ages 6 to 12. Getting into DBZ, it'll a shallow nostalgic cash grab for anyone 25 plus that grew up on DBZ. Whoa, Swaggins, you're telling me a licensed game is a cash grab? Dude, that's amazing. Whoa, man. Whoa, Swaggins, that's high level thinking. But you know what I want to know? What happened to Free For All Cast? Why isn't he here? Why isn't he talking in chat? How come he was only here for the pre-stream? I thought Free For All Cast was a true and honest DSP fan. And he's nowhere here. Where is he? Fucking idiot. He's not talking to his fellow fans.
This, you know.
And where's Nomolo? Why isn't he talking to the fellow fans? You wasted
your time and you went over to someone who's literally creating a situation that doesn't exist and is not a big deal. And so, Larry, you're insulting your audience. No, I'm not.
No, I'm
not insulting my audience. My actual audience is not here to hear about this. My audience is like, man, I really wish Phil didn't have to talk about this on pre-stream today. I wish Phil could have just had a nice day where he came back. He's sick. He sounds awful.
Fuck, we're doing this.
And he's coming back and he could just talk about games and we could have a fun, chill day here today on stream.
Yeah, that's why he got a lot of cheers and shit about the bankruptcy, right? Because they wanted to hear the gameplay.
He has to deal with this stupidity because of this shit.
Oh, Swaggins using the exclusive emo for the pay pigs.
Out of it. Of course, the YouTube content creators, of course,
pretty cool.
They get money, but the average little shitheads who want to create drama everywhere, they don't get anything out of it. They just get laughs and I love making fun of someone's life, right? I love it.
He makes fun of people's life. He made fun of he made fun of fucking Pro Jared for his shit. He made fun of the drug and I don't know if he made fun of the drug and peasants actually, but he did call them like fucking like sleazy whatever.
I'm in the position I'm in, because people just wanted to make fun of my life.
He makes fun of fucking Wings. He does so many Wings memes. It's insane. And he's like, people make fun of me. They want to make fun of me. There's all these people making fun of Wings in his chat every day. And he's just like, he lets it roll to a point, I guess. But like, and he's crying about people making fun of him. If you care so much about people making fun of you, maybe you shouldn't be okay with your chat making fun of Wings, DSP.
In 2015, and caused a dramatic dip of my income for about 2 years. That's why I'm in the situation I'm in. Because if I kept making what I was making on YouTube, I would have never had this issue at all. All the credit cards and loans, the loans wouldn't exist. The credit cards would have been paid down. Would they have been completely paid off? Probably not. But they would have at least gotten paid down. It certainly wouldn't have gotten to the exorbitant issue that I'm in right now. Remember
this. Remember this part, that he would still have debt, but he wouldn't pay it all down, but he wouldn't have as much of it.
Because of this. And it is what it is. But again, it's not that I'm not taking accountability. Of course, it's my fault. I'm the one who made the decision to move across the country. I'm the one.
Now, I like how he's only taking responsibility for moving across the country, but what about the loans to buy video games? He made a loan to buy a video game. Why? Why would he do that? Like, I would have gotten a loan if it was something like that was important, not like, oh, I gotta buy video games, dude, because, like, he could have made it work without getting loans. But it was his little ego at that time where it was like, I can't do crowdfunding because that's what Twitch streamers do, and I'm not a Twitch streamer. Ew. But look at him now. If only he didn't have that stupid little ego, and he still has one now, because I don't know if it's in this video, but someone said, why, you know what, if you're in such a bad place, why don't you do reactionary videos? And he fucking shot that idea down. For no reason.
Trying to make ends meet and keep stuff afloat. I'm the one who couldn't find a way out of this situation no matter what I tried.
What did you try?
You know, and it sucked.
What did you try?
Every time I thought I had a solution worked out or some kind of light at the end of the tunnel, that light would be extinguished by something else that would jump out in the way. And, you know, it's terrible. You know, and now
he told us in 2019 he saw the light at the end of the tunnel or whatever the fuck. Oh, and then he told us. Now this is also funny because he, throughout the entire time since he announced the bankruptcy, he was just like, yeah, man, it's a bankruptcy, man. I'm doing it so I don't get foreclosed on, man. I'm just doing it so because it delays it significantly. Like, the way he talked about it, it sounded like he didn't really need the bankruptcy. He just did it just to delay the foreclosure. And like that's what it feels like. So like he played it down so that it just doesn't sound like it's as bad as it is. And he's like, oh man, it's just a means to an end. And then now it's like, I'm going through bankruptcy. It's so hard. My life. I'm going through bankruptcy. But like, he told us that this was just a means to an end, pretty much. And now he's like, it's like he after that 1 week of the bankruptcy, like, you know, being announced or so, he was like, wait a second, guys. I can be a victim. Shit, what was I doing? Okay, now it's victim mode. Victim mode on.
On top of all this, right? Then I get sick.
Oh no.
And it's like, now I'm fucking sick too. Right in the midst of all this happening. I'm sick as shit. I feel awful. I know I'm going to sound awful all day long. And I don't get to work yesterday, so now I don't make any money for a day, which is terrible. As you know, it's like when you're self-employed, a day you don't work is a day you don't make money. It's not like I have paid time off or anything. I don't have sick days. So now, because I wasn't here yesterday, now
he doesn't have sick days. Remember the week he took off because he was sick?
Thing on top of things, the usual thing on top of thing, right?
You know what? It fuels my theory more, dude. Because it was 2018. Yeah. I think that whole week he wasn't sick. It was the cat dander. Because he told us, like, oh yeah, when we first got Jasper, I was sneezing. I was like, oh, crazy. And I think that's what it was, man. He was like a mess because of Jasper. Because his system was like throwing fluke. It happens to me too, because like when I visit my friends in Indiana, they have 2 cats, and I have like a bad reaction sometimes to them. Like I have like watery eyes. I have whatever. I mean, now I'm kind of used to it, so like I have a tolerance to it. But I that's why I take a week off, so his body can adjust to Jasper. Dude, my theory of him getting Jasper for cat for Christmas is adding up, dude. It's adding up.
And it sucks, you know. But that's life. You'll live.
But he has no sick days,
and you do what you can to try to move on. For me, my only real solution here is to declare bankruptcy and to try to get back to a square one situation. In fact, I've already been talking with my tax guy about it. You know, trying to figure out what the hell we're going to do for this coming year. Because obviously, with all the money I've now spent on filing for bankruptcy and everything, there's no money to pay towards the federal taxes again.
Oh, another year of
sucks,
that,
but
of not,
you know, that's
paid
what I mean.
taxes.
Every time that something happens,
good.
it's going to fix stuff, then other things snowball. That's been my life for like the past 5+ years. Ever since those false copyright strikes against DSP Gaming. That was the start of it, and it just kept continuing, you know. You know, it is what it is. So, I'm sure we're going to have idiots coming by. I'm sure we're going to have people coming by and just trolling constantly. They think it's funny.
They think it's funny, dude.
To kick you when you're down.
Victim mode on.
You're going bankrupt and ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, look at this. Phil perjury and shit. It's like, what the fuck?
Phil perjury. What the fuck?
What are you talking about? I didn't go in front of a court.
What the fuck? Perjury?
This is stupidity. It's absolutely stupidity. Okay? And it's just hilarious.
It's
To hear
hilarious.
it and see it. But the thing is, you would say it's hilarious, except now it's going to negatively affect my streams probably for months, if not longer. Where people are just going to come in here and troll over stupid shit. Even though, like, I talked about this 2 weeks ago. So I guess people didn't believe me then or something. I don't know.
No one believed me, dude. The
Like, you
frog
didn't
that
believe that this was
cried
coming, even though I
wolf.
told you up front this was coming, right?
I
Um,
told you guys.
so that's it. All right, so I'll leave it at this, and then we'll move on to the pod.
I just want to hear this part again. Oh,
How things that I did in the past, bad financial. Again, and I'm the kind of person, I don't like to point fingers. I don't. But, I know that now, things that I did in the past, bad financial decisions. When I moved out here, I spent way too much fucking money.
keep in mind this is 2018, and the thing he was crying about was having debt in this.
And I agree with that. But at the same time, the 2015 trolls who fucked me and fucked over my YouTube channel, this year I got fucked over on YouTube again. Because these fucking assholes won't leave me alone and mass reporting me, and I lost my fucking sponsorship. I'm sorry, guys.
He lost his sponsorship, guys. I thought you were gonna get sponsorships, and I thought the thing he lost sponsorships to was bullshit, man. But I just like how like he was more sad with this even than this. Here he's just sick. He's like, yeah, it's bankruptcy. But here he's just, it was just debts, and he's like, I'm sorry, guys.
How much more can I do? And I'm a one man, and a lot of people ask me, Phil, how can you do this every day? How can you put up with this shit? I just don't know anymore, man. Like, I'm trying to make a life here, and all I did for 10 years was try to share my fucking passion with you guys. And now I could lose it all. I could lose my credit. I could lose my house. For what the fuck did I do this year? Everyone tells me this year was the best year since I came back and
Save the
I
house.
started focusing on streams, that everything's the best I've ever fucking done. And you're going to tell me now I could lose everything? What the fuck did I do to deserve it? To lose my partnership with Kurt?
Maybe opening 14 credit cards, not paying people, moving before you could know if you could sell the condo.
So what the fuck? How are people so evil? How are people so fucked up?
No. This is also lame too. He's saying like that. This is like the most evil thing people can do. There are eviler people, Phil. I don't think he should say how are people so evil. I mean, they're
Evil. That this is what they would do to someone. Like, how can you live? How can you morally live? How can you morally restream my fucking content illegally every day and see someone's life falling apart at the seams every day because of the shit you do, the concrete hurt you do to someone?
now like this kind of makes somewhat sense when it comes to him losing the sponsorship, dude. But like the debt that he had, that was we didn't do that. I mean, you could argue, well, 2015, the copyright strikes, but he didn't have to get debt from that. He could just like, oh shit, my income went down. Okay, well, I need to find other ways to make money. Oh, go to Twitch. Like, and I said this before. If it was such a big blow, shouldn't he have just went back to Twitch then? Shouldn't he have decided to accept tips and all that in 2015? If it was such a big blow, like. In 2016, the end of 2016, he actually made like fucking efforts to change up his where he makes money because he couldn't make any more money. Like I would argue low key that 2016, 2017 was when he actually started to like be like, oh shit, I need to fix stuff because this isn't a lot of money anymore. But when 2015 happened, he was like, oh, I'm still gonna be on YouTube, it's all good. So this is just retarded, and he fucking milked a lot of people.
Every fucking day and sleep in that fucking bed and get a sound sleep. I couldn't. I would be in a mental hospital if this is me doing that shit. You've seen how I only focus on my stuff. I don't engage with the negativity. I try to make my streams positive. I just try to keep stuff going. And now Kat moved in with me and our life together is so good. You see that might all go away.
Well, now she can't leave. Because, dude, if she leaves, like, that might change the bankruptcy, man. She can't leave now. She's stuck with the pig forever. Oh, no.
Can you imagine how she just got here? She already, since she moved here, has changed jobs once to try to make more money to make ends meet. How's it fair to her? She just fucking moved out here, man.
How's it fair to her? I filed for bankruptcy, dude.
You know?
Maybe you should have filed for bankruptcy in 2017 before she moved in, dude.
She just moved out here to have a life with me, and now that life might end because of shit that I didn't do.
Now see how, like, kind of... Now... this kind of makes DSP look even worse, in my opinion, because it's kind of shitty. You know your life is, like, like, hit or miss, you know, whatever. 2017 told us that he had a hard life, whatever the fuck. He finds a girl out of state to fly in, and she just moved in. This guy, like, preys on people. He's like he's like a loan shark of people. He gets these people involved. He flies them over so that they have nowhere else to go. And it's like, yeah, now you're stuck here. Like, part of me wonders if maybe the whole relationship between Leanna and Phil was shitty to begin with, and, like, the 2016 staycation was trying to mend things together, and she was just like, I can't leave because I have nowhere else to go. I can't go back to my parents because they're all the way on the other side of the country. Like, you see how fucked up that is? It just feels like he kind of, like, baits them to come over, and then it's like, yeah, now you're stuck here. Because it's convenient. He never finds a lady in the same state he's in. Never. Because if he does, they'll have an easy time leaving you. Because they have a place to go. But if they have to fly over, they have nowhere else to go. Where are they gonna go?
I just don't know what to do anymore, you know? All I can do is every day be here and try to be positive with you guys and try to put out positive streams. This could be the beginning of the end. The government comes and tries to either seize... I don't know how it works, but they might feeling. Knowing that by April, if I don't find a solution to pay these taxes, this could be the beginning of the end. The government comes and tries to either seize... I don't know how it works.
You know what's kind of funny? That is kind of what happened. Because within 2019, he stopped paying the condo. He got foreclosed on. Going through bankruptcy. It is the beginning of the end.
But they might try to seize shit. They may say, that's it, you have to sell your house. I was like, I can't afford it. Oh, too bad. Don't pay your credit cards. So not only would I lose my house, I'd also be forced to ruin
He already doesn't pay his credit cards. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, they're gonna force me to not pay my credit cards. You already don't pay your credit cards. What? Oh my god, that video is a gem.
On the stream, which hilarious. This will be hilarious because the viewership will dip dramatically now because all the drama shitheads are gonna be gone in a minute. I didn't lie to you guys about anything. Financially, I've been in trouble for years.
For years?
It just kept snowballing. Every time I thought I was going to find a way out, it just got worse because of something else. At this point, it got to the point where it didn't matter what I said or did or acted. No matter what I did, it wasn't getting better. There was no way to fix it. So the only way to get myself out of this situation is bankruptcy. That's why I'm doing it, because I'm a public figure. People are all over every little aspect of doing it because of the fact that
14 cards for now.
Because of the fact that basically they're shitheads up in my business. You know, they want to tear apart. They want to believe that I'm some kind of a liar. You know, they want to believe that I'm some kind of a dishonest person.
Well, you lied about the marriage, you lied about the cat. I mean, you don't have a good track record, DSP. You lied about having a girlfriend for a year. I mean, like, he goes out of his way to lie to us, and then it's, like, surprised that people call him a liar. I did it to protect my family! That doesn't mean you're not a liar. Because because people could be saying, well, he's lying to us now to protect his family, dude.
I am, basically some kind of a scumbag who's been either, I don't know, hoarding money. I don't even know. I have no idea at this point, because obviously what the bankruptcy petition proves is that I have no money. Like I've been saying all along. No matter what I make, it just immediately gets pissed away to something else, So I don't understand why people would think that I'm a liar, but I guess they're that dumb, is that they just don't want to believe anything.
No, I know, like, on the front page, it's like, oh, in 2019, made, like, $58,000. Then at the end of the document, it was, like, his income was $9,000. So people were, like, saying, like, oh, how does that add up? And I guess I guess the discrepancy with that is that, like, 58 is, like, the number he gets, that he would get. And the 9,000 is, like, after all the expenses and all that kind of shit. Like, the expenses, like, to the house, to the furnishings and all that. I guess I could assume that, but I think it also said at that point that money was stuff also before taxes. I guess I'm not gonna be Mr. I know fucking documents.
Continuously believe
I don't
I'm
know.
some kind of a liar. It is what it is. Okay.
It is what it is.
So that's the situation. The reason that people are going crazy is because the bankruptcy filing went public and everyone saw it. Okay?
Like that
and when
snort?
they see it, they go nuts. Absolutely. They go, oh my God, look at this.
Look at this.
Let's
Take a
call
look at this.
shortcomings and all his problems, which of course you knew was going to happen because that's all they do. They would never look at themselves. They only look at me to make fun of me.
What? Wait, what?
Let's call out all of Phil's shortcomings and all his problems, which of course you knew was going to happen because that's all they do. They would never look at themselves. They only look at me to make fun of me.
So we don't look at our own shortcomings. How does he know that though? How does he know we're not self-conscious about ourselves? Oh, I guess I need to tell you guys in every video I upload my own shortcomings, dude. Maybe that's why people don't fucking do that. Maybe there's a reason why people don't air their laundry on their fucking streams or anywhere. I mean, like, sometimes people might say, like, oh, I'm not feeling too good today. Oh, I'm not, I'm not in a good mood or whatever the fuck. Which is, like, fine. But, like, no one's gonna be like, guys, I'm beat. I'm dead, man. I'm dying, man.
And of course, they're going to say, oh, look at all these discrepancies we found. In reality, it's not a big deal for them to understand. Like I said, this is the initial filing. These are things that will get fixed, especially if there's little stupid things on there that were either omitted or completely, misclassified. That's why, you get fixed. You get it filed so that it gets into the system. It's going to get audited and fixed.
Why can't you fix it before the audit, though? Like, why do we have to wait for the audit to fix the problem? You have to get audited to fix it. We couldn't fix it beforehand. That'd be stupid. Because, let me guess, I'm telling you, he wanted to lowball everything to see what he could get away with, and then when he audited, I think he intentionally left stuff to be audited so he could either fix stuff that he wants to fix, or, like, if the government's like, okay, all the clown stuff is okay, but the dates, you need to add the dates, and he adds the dates, and that's fine. Like, I feel he's playing some kind of con with the bankruptcy stuff, because he's banking a lot on the audit, it sounds like. It sounds like he's, like, praying that they audit the fucking permit. And some of the permit stuff kind of seems like he did intentionally debate it, too. I don't know. This seems kind of weird.
Later on, where you go, you say, okay, yes, all this information is 100% accurate now, and blah, blah, blah. Okay? So that's the situation. And that's it. That's all I'm talking about. All right? That's all I'm talking about. I'm done with it. There's nothing else to say. There won't be anything else to say. Anything else that's going to happen with this will be behind the scenes. Okay?
But I thought it was public.
It has nothing to do with the content of my gameplay streams at all. And I'm not
he told about the foreclosure and the bankruptcy.
Wasting time on it.
Oh my god.
Okay? Because there's no point. Alright, there's absolutely no point in discussing it further because, number one, it's none of anyone's business anyway.
No one's business.
Number two, these are gameplay streams. These are not, my stream of my personal dirty laundry that's going to be aired publicly. Okay?
You know what? This gets blocked.
Okay?
I'll stream it, but I don't think it's going to get blocked. I don't think it will. Because I know I have, like, a video with this song playing in the background. Man. And it was
Someone
fine.
named a lol cow. Hilarious because, of course, it's a jab at me.
Remember, he said he was okay with being called a lal cow. Now it's not okay. It's only okay when he wants it to be okay. You know what I mean?
I said, will bankruptcy be a way to restart, or will it affect you your whole life? Well, undoubtedly, it'll affect me my whole life. Bankruptcy, when it is granted, lasts a minimum of 7 years, and that means for 7 years there's no way I can get any kind of credit. No loans, no credit cards, nothing. So that means I'm 100% cash based for at least 7 years.
Doesn't he want to be cash based though? He tells his tips help him immediately.
Before anyone would even consider me for any kind of credit. And I'm willing to take that because there's no other way out for me. Like, I can't pay anything anymore. As you guys know, whatever I bring in is just being pissed away to debtors. Now the hope is that after, say, 7 to 10 years, that you get back on your feet and then you can start to build your credit again and you can get credit again. Okay? Some people have said that you can actually do it faster than that. I'm not optimistic.
He said, no, he told us 10 years before. Now it's 7 years? Okay.
Firmly believe it'll be like 2027 before a single creditor will consider even looking my way for anything. Okay? And certainly, not that I'll be in any rush, because after all this shit that I've been in, I'm in no.
That's weird how it jumped down to 7 after he was telling us 10 years.
My goal would be run a cash-based business.
And it's kind of funny that he said it was 10 years and then told us that it was that. It's just really weird because like he was like, oh, we have this plan and I'm gonna get a job in 10 years. This can't last forever, man. Can't last forever, man. I'm gonna have to end. I'm gonna have to stop doing this, man. It can't last forever, man. And I'm gonna like get a job in 10 years. And now and then he told us magically that the 10 year that the bankruptcy will last 10 years. Now it's 7 years. So I guess he's gonna get some credit after that and then like get a job in like 3 years from there, 2 years, whatever the fuck. Kinda odd, huh?
Pay taxes, get caught up on everything that I can, and get back to square one. Maybe hell.
I mean, he did tell us that he planned this bankruptcy, but he's acting like he told us that he planned this bankruptcy, but he's acting as if it was like oh my god, guys, we're going through bankruptcy. He wanted this though. Like he made it really sound like he didn't have to do this bankruptcy. He's only doing it to delay the foreclosure. But now it's I'm forced to. He's giving us the tone of like I'm forced to do it, guys. I didn't want to do this.
And go from there.
Like the lozenge.
Okay. That's how bankruptcy works. Is it at least allows you to
killing me inside,
get rid of your existing debts through different ways. But just basically starting over, and trying to get back to a steady base where I can pay everything I'm supposed to be paying, like my taxes. So, and there was Lucinda who tipped me $3 and said DSP is bankrupt. I mean, that's correct.
Yeah.
It's a factual statement. I told you as much 2 weeks ago. So.
Oh my god.
Congrats. Thanks for the tip. Clivy Bureau gifted a sub to Wings of Redemption. Congrats, Wings. I'm sure you're going to use that all the time.
Remember when you used to be upset, Cliffy Bureau, for giving subs to people?
How'd you let things get so bad with that?
With that?
Don't you talk to your friends or your parents before it snowball effect gets on hand? I tell you guys, I talk to my parents every week. Every single week. They know everything.
Now, I also remember him telling us that his dad was like lecturing him, and he was like, "Oh, my dad, he was like yelling at me again, He was probably telling him like, "Hey, Phil, it was really dumb to do the loans. Don't do them." And he was like, "Dad, I need to buy new games. You don't understand, Dad. I need to buy new games for the business." You boomer.
Thing that's ever happened to me.
He says, "Okay, boomer" to his daddy.
You guys don't, because I don't talk about it publicly.
Okay, boomer.
But it's just been thing after thing after thing after thing. My parents know all about it. And they're like, you gotta be kidding me. Every time some new shit happens, they're like, you've gotta be joking me. I'm like, no. I wish my life was not this snowball effect of shit, but it is. Nothing I could do. Tax attorney tipped me $5, insulting me, of course.
Of course.
You can't manage your finances like a normal adult. How do you expect to keep up your bankruptcy repayment plan? Because I won't have all that other shit to pay. That's the point, is if I don't have to pay exorbitant amounts of money to credit cards and loans every month, that money can now actually go to taxes. That money can go to the regular bills that I told you that I'm behind on and, have been awful because I've been overdrawn, and now how am I going to pay the electricity bill and stuff? that won't happen anymore because all of those creditors will be gone, and I'll just be able to put money towards the essentials to keep the business operating. Okay? That's the point, is so much has happened in the past 5 years that debt never went away, and it's just eating at me, becoming more and more and more, because I can never pay it off or pay it down. And this will help to, fix that. Okay? Crap.
Okay.
So anyway, thank you for the $5 tip. But yeah, that would be the point. Okay? Third Eye Cheered, he says, do you think credit card companies prey upon people like you? Seems like a person shouldn't be allowed to have more than one credit card any way, shape, or form. Credit cards in themselves are predatory practices. Anything that has interest, that is a variable interest rate that can accumulate on top of itself.
Oh, I wonder if I can find that quote.
Predatory.
I just realized.
Credit cards are bad. In general, if you just have like one or two credit cards, one credit card maybe you actually use.
I don't remember.
As a backup for emergencies. That's the ideal. Okay? When
credit
you start
cards.
getting into more than 2 credit cards, it's bad. When you've got 13 credit cards, you're fucked. You'll never pay them off.
Oh, I don't remember where you said it.
Unless you make an exorbitant amount of money in a short period of time and you can pay them off in giant lumps. Those balances will never go down.
I don't remember where I would
see.
Oh my god.
And like I said, certainly I'm not proud of the situation I'm in at all. It's embarrassing. It's disheartening. It's fucked up. I made tons of mistakes.
Oh my god, these thumbnails.
With things that I did when I moved out here. And again, it was all based on the assumption that I'd be able to pay it all down because of what I was making. And then I stopped making it for about 2 years because of trolls. And after that, I was fucked. Now at least I think you guys have a picture of what's going on with me. Because previously I would say this and you guys would be like, he's full of it. He makes so much money, it doesn't matter. Now you understand that that money was literally just getting pissed away by these creditors every month. And there was no way for me to ever come back from it.
But he didn't make any payments towards them, though. I mean, whatever.
Here comes something else to screw me over and take the money away that would have caught me up. Oh, here you go again. And it was just a big, ongoing, rolling clusterfuck problem. Okay? It absolutely sucks. But anyway, no, a lot of people are saying, how did I get that many credit cards? Because I used to have impeccable credit. I used to have impeccable credit. I told you, when I moved across the country, I didn't have any debt. I was making so much on a monthly basis, and I had no debt. Yeah. So my credit
that was the time when he told us that he got out of his old life debt, whatever the fuck, and then he went back to debt. Big ups, good job, DSP.
Astronomically good. And I said, well, I don't have the money, so let's finance the move.
Now, he also told us that he was saving up for the move. You think that you would think, if he didn't have any money, he would save up the money, right? No, you can finance it, dude. You'll pay it later. The payment will be later, and I'll be making good money. Because no job ever has variable income. And he yells at people saying, "What it is? I have no job security. I have job security." But his income is not secure. Just because he's employed as a streamer doesn't mean that his income is stable. And he should know internet has the most unstable income out there. Yeah, every job you could lose either your payment, your paycheck might get lowered at some point. You might lose your job at some point. All this stuff happens. That's why people are a little bit more frugal with what they do. Oh my god. Ugh.
Which is exactly what I did, and it ended up being the worst mistake of my life, I would say. So there we go. Okay? So when he nipped it in the butt, took me $1. Again, asking about selling my house. Alright? I've already answered this question about 40 zillion times. People just don't listen when I answer the question.
Selling the house.
Alright? Selling the house is not a consideration, because selling the house would mean I can't work. If the whole point is to work to pay my obligation.
Now, he says he can't work, but he can move into another place and work from there. His job is so he could just go to a motel and stream from that. I mean, the internet might not be good, but it's something, I guess.
i.e. my back taxes that I still owe, back taxes I'm now going to owe again because I couldn't pay, which is the number one priority, by the way. When it comes to finances and you owe money, it's taxes that always get paid first, and then everything else comes later, okay? How am I going to work if I have to spend time looking for a new home, moving to a new home, setting up the business in the new home? You see what I mean? Like, if let's say, for example, I worked a 9-to-5 job at I don't know, some business out here in Washington. During the moving process, I could still work. I could go to work during the day, and then all the other stuff could happen outside of the time of my work. If the actual work is in the house and I have to move, then I can't work. It actually hinders me from
You could
making
do phone
money
streams.
I need to pay my debt. You see what I'm saying? And in addition to that,
Yeah, maybe you should have kept the fucking Patreon. Like that's what I mean. Like, it was really dumb of him to want to drive the patrons to Twitch. It was retarded because he remember the whole thing when he was like bragging about how I've learned about YouTube to not put eggs all in one basket. He puts all his eggs in one basket again. He put it all on Twitch, which is really dumb. If because he, as he said, like, he has to keep streaming to make money. If he kept the patrons, he focused on Patreon, he could still have made that money and not stream as much because these people are supporting him, and he can say, look, I'll make videos, but it's gonna come out eventually, but they support me on Patreon, and they can support him on Patreon. But he can't do that. No, he's a Twitch streamer, dude. He has to stream, which is really dumb because I kind of feel like Patreon is kind of the best way to get support, like, or a site like that. I mean, maybe you don't like Patreon for multiple reasons, but there's other sites now that do the same thing that he should be using because that's a solid income. You don't have to like fucking stream every day all the time. Like, you can kind of give them rewards on videos because
there's certain laws and certain categorizations or whatever. I'm certainly not privy to all of them. I'm not a lawyer, but no, that selling the house would make 0 sense. It would actually screw me over because selling this house would not give me enough money to pay off my debts. That's really it. Primarily, that's actually the major consideration, if I believe, when you come into it. If I were to sell my house right now, okay, just sell it outright and make whatever profit I could, it's not enough money to pay my debts. It wouldn't solve.
Now, as I said earlier, he mentioned, well, I'll be able to cover some of it. It won't be all of it, but like I would be able to like do whatever. I don't remember where in this video he talks about it or what context it was, but he did say it. Yeah, guys heard it. But now, like, if he does it to sell the house, to even like pay a fraction of it, it needs to cover all of it. So how come, like, if he has to sell the house, it has to cover all of it, or there's no point? But when it was like, oh, I need, if I, because I think he was like saying, like, if he didn't move and this stuff was going on, or he didn't do the loans and shit, something like that, one of those two, he would still have to pay the debt, but that stuff wouldn't have made it so bad, and he was more okay with that. But selling the house and having the house cover some of it, that's not good enough. It has to cover all of it. Okay. And then he also bragged about the equity in it. Like, oh, I have so much equity in the house, man. I have so much equity. Now it's like, oh, it's nothing. It's trash.
Of anything, I'd still have large outstanding debts. It's not enough to pay the mortgage on this house, the mortgage on the condo in Connecticut, and all the unsecured debt. Therefore,
so then what was?
It's not a consideration because
all that equity is mean then. Fake numbers. That's kind of what I've been fake news.
Wanting to kind of tell you guys, for years, right? That's what I've been telling you guys. Is that there's just not enough in the house to do anything anyway? Because that was always everyone's situation. Phil lives way beyond his means. If he would just sell his house, he'd solve all his financial problems. And the answer is no. It actually never would have. If I had sold
it wouldn't solve the problems like in the short term, but it would solve it in the long term. How does he not get that? Oh,
his house, maybe whatever. I could have paid off the condo in Connecticut and some of if he would just sell his house, he'd solve all his financial problems. And the answer is no. It actually never would have. If I had sold this house, maybe I could have paid off the condo in Connecticut and some of my unsecured debts.
Wait, but he just told us that it wouldn't cover the condo in Connecticut or the mortgage in the house or whatever the fuck. Now he's saying it can? What the fuck are you talking about? What?
But I'd be living somewhere in an apartment with zero equity, paying just as much money for the apartment as I do for this place, and I'd still have exorbitant debts in my name that I can't pay.
No, like I was like, the apartment is gonna cost as much as the house. What apartment are you looking into? The ritzy apartments?
Wouldn't have fixed anything. And that's the point. Okay? Okay? Alright. And that's funny because someone just said, is this a rerun? I've heard him say this before. No shit. Yet people still ask the same questions as if they never have, you know? I've only answered the same way for years because it's always been the same answer. And that's why I love people who say that, you know, oh, Phil's lying. You see, he changed his answers. What are you talking about? I've said all along, selling this house would never be a solution. But you just didn't know the financial situation I was in. Now you know. You're like, oh.
I remember when Twitch wasn't a solution. Twitch is not going to be I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to be very matter of fact with you. Twitch is not going to be the magic solution to my problems. Because Twitch is a bad business. It's about subscription. You gotta subscribe. You gotta get those emotes and shit. Subscribe. He literally told us that Twitch wasn't gonna be the magic solution. And then now it is. But now he's saying, well, selling the house isn't a solution, dude. I mean, sure, that's probably consistent because he said that every year, but every time he says that why it isn't, it's always in the short term of things. Would it help me in the long term? Yeah, but in the short term? No, it'd be terrible. I can't do it now.
Okay. But still people will say it anyway. Okay.
Oh my god.
But you just didn't know the financial situation I was in. Now you know. You're like, oh, okay. What are you talking about? I've said all along, selling this house would never be a solution. But you just didn't know the financial situation I was in.
I heard slow motion.
Now you know. Oh. Okay. But still people...
That was it?
Say, okay. But still people will say it anyway. Because they're stupid. Okay.
Wow.
Now Third Eye the Third basically says, oh God, he says the only way to get out of the hole. You say the only way to get out of the hole is to make like triple what you make. Why don't you pull out all the stops? Why don't you do live react videos? Why don't you do all the things that everyone else does to make money? Because there's no point. It's not going to work for me. It's just like everything else.
No point. Why try? Fuck it. Not gonna do it. No point, man. Because he knows what he said is bullshit. He knows that reaction videos isn't easy money, but he doesn't want to admit it, so he's gonna just not do it so he doesn't have to say that he's wrong. He can never be wrong.
For example, everyone else gets to do sponsorships. I don't get to do them.
Wait, what?
Everyone else does react videos. If I did them, it wouldn't matter. No.
How is that the same? It wouldn't work because, like, the sponsorships, I can't do them while everyone else can. Everyone else can do reaction videos, but DSP can't because he can't. But I thought he said it was easy money. Anyone can do it. Kids can do it. Kids can make money doing reaction videos, but not Phil. Not the 37-year-old man. He can't make money off it. He has to be a kid. He has to be 12 years old to do it.
None of that's gonna matter. It's not overnight. There's no magic solution to magic.
Yeah, like Twitch, right?
Oh yes, this is gonna fix everything, and somehow I'm gonna make an exorbitant amount of money on top of what I'm already making, and it's gonna fix everything. It's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen,
That's
dude.
not realistic. Okay.
Oh, nice sniff.
So no, it's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Everything you're saying is ridiculous. Ugh. Third Eye the Third, please don't bring up that idiot troll. Please, just don't waste my time. Okay.
Third Eye don't.
All right.
Please.
Third Eye, I'll just say this up front.
Third Eye.
I feel like shit today. I really do.
Has to close his eyes and talk to Third Eye. Now, he banned Third Eye because he was trolling him. He's a Tevin fan, all this stuff, right? He unbans him, and it's like, oh my god, please don't troll me. He's like, please don't troll me right now. I'll let you keep giving me quarters. Just give me quarters, but don't troll me, man. Third Eye, I love you. I love your quarters. Just don't troll me, man. Like, oh my god. Maybe you shouldn't unban people.
Really toughing it out to be here on stream. I know some people appreciate it. Third Eye's the kind of person that he's gonna fucking poke at me and goad me all day. Don't do it. Today's not the day. On a day when normally when I'm healthy, maybe it'd be alright. I can't take it today. You're just gonna piss me off. I don't want to end up banning you again. Please just fucking don't be.
I don't want to ban you again after I banned you a million times and then said I was gonna ban you permanently and you're never coming back. It's a lifetime ban. And you know what's just funny is that he went out of his way to be like, oh, 30, you wanna get banned? Well, like, you have to like fucking fuck off and die. He said like stuff like that. He said a lot of dumb shit just to prove a point. Yeah, maybe like admit that you're a scumbag, and you say that you're sorry, and then maybe I'll unban you. But I don't know how he got unbanned. I forgot the whole lore on how the journey of being unbanned. I guess he said he was neutral or some shit in a tip, and that was enough to get him unbanned, which is just magical. Oh man.
Be an asshole today and bring up stupid shit, okay? I'm just saying.
Then why did you unban him? You know he's gonna do it. You know he does
Please
it.
don't do it today. Of all days, I feel awful today.
That's gonna. Well, that probably did stop him. He probably wants to remain there to troll him more.
Fair enough.
It's just it's so funny. He does this to them. Who like don't troll me, man? Don't troll me. And the guy, like, if the person's not an idiot, like, I mean, Third Eye knows what he's fucking doing. He's gonna probably like, cool, like, okay, I'm gonna just, cut it for a while. Come back tomorrow, troll him again, or within a few days, just do it again. It's like a buffer with him. It's so lame. It's like you could just kind of, if you have a nice bit badge, man, it gets you a long way.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Okay.
But anything for this quarters,
ready,
right?
Everybody? You guys are more ready than I am, that's for sure. Okay.
Yeah, playing games is so hard, man. You guys are more ready than I am. I have to play a video game.
Gentlemen. Wow. DSP here, and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. Alright.
Do you see this? Oh no, you don't! Oh no.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Has to start with the sigh.
DSP here, and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. I am under the weather. I was very sick yesterday.
I was very sick yesterday. I'm dying, man. I'm dying. Alright. And then we get this.
Alright, so thanks. I'm going to upload this gameplay.
Now, he ended the stream when he got to the Wolfenstein thing, right? Ended 9:31, and he was just like, yeah, man, I gotta go, man. I have to finish up, man. I have to. He was like counting down the timer. And then he takes off his headphones and does his little rant. I'm just like, man, you really had to go, right?
DSP Gaming. Tomorrow I'll be back. Dragon Ball Z and Minecraft. Have a good evening, everyone.
All these claps.
Alright, so thanks. I'm going to upload this gameplay to DSP Gaming. Tomorrow I'll be back. Dragon Ball Z and Minecraft. Have a good evening, everybody.
Oh, okay, we're done?
I will say this.
No. Good evening, everyone. Okay, by the way.
I said it on the pre-stream earlier today, but I'll say it again. People are so dumb that they...
Time to flex on the trolls, dude. They're so dumb. Why didn't you include this in the YouTube video, DSP? But the trolls are so dumb.
Look at something like this, my bankruptcy filing that happened a couple days ago and went public, and look at it and say, there may be some discrepancies here from what we know about Phil, therefore Phil committed perjury, he's going to jail. You're an idiot. Anyone who says that is a complete and utter fucking idiot. It's not how it works. That's an initial filing, and if anything is found to not be correct, it can be fixed. In addition to that, for what I'm to understand, a lot of the stuff that people are calling out as discrepancies are not discrepancies. It's just that they didn't read the whole fucking report or didn't understand it.
Yeah, it's very tricky. About the pet thing, that's really tricky, man. But where did Jasper go? He doesn't even know where Jasper went in the fucking report. If he doesn't even know, Like, who is he to talk down to us that we don't understand? He's like, these guys, they don't understand the fucking bankruptcy report, man. Okay, so where did Jasper go? Jasper went somewhere in the fucking report. I don't know where he is, but he's in there somewhere. He's somewhere in there. You just have to look for it. But then he says like, oh well, you say that you have a pet, so you have an allowance of how much you can give the pet, right? But then the document mentions, oh yeah, he buys pet food, cat food and shit, pet supplies. If that's a separate thing, like why was it checked off that he doesn't have a pet? But they moved Jasper around. Jasper was figured somewhere else out. He's somewhere in that form. We don't understand it. DSP doesn't understand it, you have to be attorneys to understand where the cat went. Obviously, makes a lot of sense.
I already talked to my bankruptcy attorney about it, and they were like, "No, it's like everything there is correct."
What? I talked to my bankruptcy attorney. Now he told us at the beginning of that pre-stream, that 44-minute thing, that we talked about the bankruptcy. Everything is 100% correct. Da 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 da. Then after that, he calls his bankruptcy. He's like, oh, you see, he told me that everything's correct. How would he know what was correct though? The guy in Connecticut thought he knew what the fuck was going on in Washington. How does he not understand that maybe he could be wrong too? It's incredible how he's making the same mistake and he just thinks it's different because it's a bankruptcy attorney. They have to know about bankruptcy, right? Ugh.
You know, maybe there's one or two things that we're gonna do addendums to or we'll update. But for the most part, it's all correct. There's nothing problem. Don't listen to anyone idiot who's saying anything about legal ramifications of it.
Don't listen to other kids. He had to call his bankruptcy attorney, which, by the way, you probably have to pay for the phone call as well. That probably is going to be built to him too, which is just fantastic. Just for him to say, don't listen to the dumb kids, which he tells us he doesn't listen to anyway. He told us for 44 minutes how we're all crazy people and we don't know the fuck we were talking about. But he had to call his attorney for him to tell him that. Okay.
They're complete morons. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This is not like you went in front of a court and you swore on a Bible and then you say, yes, everything there was 100% true. This is...
So maybe, did he ask him about why on the form it says that if you sign here, you acknowledge that everything on the form is 100% correct and is liable to perjury if found to be false or whatever the fuck? Did he ask him about that part of the form? Maybe the accountant reshuffled that and he mixed it up with Jasper or something. Maybe that's what happened. Jasper is where he signed. I don't know.
The initial filing.
No one knows where Jasper went.
It's fine. But it's hilarious to me, to all these idiots on the internet who say stupid shit like that to cause drama. Like, literally not a single person ever in the history of filing for bankruptcy has filed a bankruptcy filing like this and gone to jail ever. Never.
How does he know?
Literally put everything false on it.
How does he know that? Because I don't think it's like major news that a random guy down the street got in trouble for bankruptcy or something. And the thing that a lot of people also kind of miss about it is that it doesn't say you'll get fined and go to jail. You could, but it says you'll get either jail for 20 years or whatever, or a fine for $250,000, or both. You could either get both or one or the other. So they probably give people fines because they probably just like, look, we're not going to throw you in jail for this because this is just kind of like a false thing. I think they just give people fines at this point. I think the jail is for like people who are more like, I don't know, maybe it's for like extreme cases or it's just there to scare people. But I feel like they give a lot of people the fine sentence because, like, do you really want to send someone to bankruptcy to jail where there's people who do worse crimes? I don't know. I mean, I guess there could be people that do that, but, I mean, come on.
And there's no ramifications. People are that stupid.
Yeah, no ramifications. That form that mentions all the consequences of perjury, it's a joke, dude. The government likes to play little jokes on people. Yeah, man, you can get in trouble. They should really put the slash sarcasm so people know that they're joking about the fine and all that, right?
Okay. So you idiots believe whatever you want if you actually believe that. Okay,
Yeah.
seriously.
The
If you
form is a
believe
joke, dude.
that a bankruptcy attorney, who this is their job, is going to risk going to jail themselves for filing false information, right? You're an idiot.
Is the Connecticut attorney getting in trouble for the back taxes, DSP? Oh, wait, no, he's not. He's still operating and teaching college, I guess, because I guess he does that too. Why isn't he in trouble? Why are you in trouble for that? Weird.
And people are just that fucking dumb to believe anything for drama purposes and to create a drama story for YouTube clicks, which is all it fucking is. Idiots who are doing that for YouTube attention and make money. That's it. There's no truth to anything they're saying. They're complete idiots. So.
And you called your tax attorney to make sure you got it right, though. Like, how can you tell us that we're all idiots and we don't know what the fuck we're talking about when he called the tax attorney after the first room when he said the same thing? Okay.
It's gonna be fine. I just knew there was going to be controversy and drama as soon as it went public because you knew people were going to be idiots and microanalyze it and everything. You know, like, so, it doesn't say on there that you have a business in your name. Actually, it does. It's just not in the section that people are looking because they're idiots and they're looking in the wrong section. But that's the thing, because they're idiots. It's a bunch of fucking, 20-year-olds who make YouTube videos about drama and crap to make money instead of knowing anything about anything they're fucking talking about. They actually act like they know anything. They don't. Okay, so that's that.
It's like he thinks that people are saying, like, oh, why didn't Phil fill out the Chapter 11 stuff, but he filled out the Chapter 7 stuff? It's like, that's what he thinks. Like, of course, the Chapter 11 stuff is going to be blank because he's not filing for Chapter 11. He's filing for Chapter 7. So, like, I mean, it's like, because it's just weird that he doesn't consider himself a sole a sole business owner or whatever. He doesn't list down he has a website or a copyright. He says he has a copyright on DSP Gaming or whatever the fuck, but he doesn't have a copyright for that? Okay. Because he also tells us that Twitch renews the copyright on your stream or some shit like that as well. It's really weird.
There's really no reason for me to bring it up or address it anymore because it's so stupid. But I just find it hilarious that, like, I knew up front nothing was wrong, but over the course of today, I actually went out of my way to contract my bankruptcy lawyer to say, is everything fine? Because here's some discrepancies that people have brought up, and they said everything is completely fine. They're idiots. Don't listen to the dumb kids on the internet.
Now, I like how he puts the words in their mouth, like, oh, don't listen to them, they're dumb kids. The person probably said, don't worry about it, and that was it. He probably added the dumb kids thing, because, like, oh my god, but shouldn't he care about what he signed, though, anyway? Like, it's kind of lame that he's like, oh yeah, the kids, like he's kind of shaming trolls for caring more about the bankruptcy stuff than him. Like, this is stuff that he should care about. He's 37 years old and he doesn't care about official documents. He's signing stuff that might get him in trouble, might not, whatever. I mean, these are things that have to deal with his real life, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care what could happen. Very responsible. Very responsible.
So I'm just not going to anymore, okay?
I'm not going to care anymore. That's a good opinion, DSP. You know what? Maybe we should help him out and just not talk about it. Because if he doesn't care, we shouldn't care. Because it makes a lot of sense. Like, it's almost like he wants to say that, but he doesn't want to say it necessarily because it sounds really bad to say it out loud in his situation. To say that if I don't care about it, you shouldn't care about it either. Because when it comes to bankruptcy, you kind of should care. But he can't say that, but that's what he wants to tell us. That you guys shouldn't care because I don't care. Nah.
Alright. Alright, guys, that's it.
Alright, guys.
Good night. I'm going to upload. I'll see you tomorrow for Dragon Ball and Minecraft, okay? Peace out. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you in the AM. Later.
Let's see how happy he is today. Then we'll wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Android, get over here.
Whoa, man. Straight Cash Homie gave him the big tips. Is he a mod now? Straight Cash Homie has to be a mod. He's still not a mod. He's still not a mod. Wow. Wow, Stray Cat Show Me really got cucked for that.
How did they find me?
It's like that time when he's like, I'm not looking for mods. Stray Cat Show Me tips him $50. Hey man, I want to be a mod. Well, yeah, I'll think about it, man. Whoa. But he's not a mod.
Okay.
Sensubin.
Sensubin. You have to get, that gets a W pose.
Let me at him.
Piccolo oversees 19
And what
or
does a
20.
weakling like you hope to accomplish?
Oh shit.
It's all over.
He's really happy. Got $72. I guess the begging worked today. I wasn't there for the pre-stream, but sure someone will tell me if the begging worked. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. Let's see what's going on with the MLK stream. Let's see if there's anything cool here. Okay. Guess we're stuck with this. Feels bad. Alright, everyone. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Be happy, stay safe, and always remember to love yourselves. See you guys in the future.